This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Fish and worms, fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the garden, turn over a rock, slip them in your sandwich, put them in your sock. That's fish and worms, fish and worms. Well, my big sister, she don't like my fish and worms. Big ones, little ones, they scare her to death. She was making chocolate shake, I dropped a couple in the blender. Now she's sitting around with bated breath from eating fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Do your English homework, underline a word, circle direct object, and transitive verb with the fish and worm. Fish and worm. Wrap them around a corkscrew, twist them in some twine, take them to the health spa so they can unwind. That's fish and worm. Fish and worm. Fish and worm. Well, I like doing everything you can think about the fish and worms. Cushy, cushy ones. The ones that wiggle and squish. There's only one thing I don't like doing with fish and worms, and that is, of course, to catch fish. I hate them fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath some leaves. Make them little dresses. Just leave off the sleeves. That's fish and worm. Fish and worm. Fish and worm. Fish and worm.
Make them little dresses, just leave
off the sleeves. The fish, you see. The
fish and
arms.
Good morning. Here are the ladies. I guess some guys are in there, too. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Josh Arnold's here.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
He has the XFL? UFL? UFL Birmingham Stallions Champions hat.
That's kind of cool.
Kinda cool.
Yes, Chick.
Kinda cool. I'm Chicken. Here's Tom. Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's nice. Kind of unusual.
Yeah, I need two of those. One to crap in and one to cover it up with.
They only made the one, so you're going to have to call the manufacturer.
That is the coolest hat that most people think is a Broncos hat. It's quite cool.
Yeah, that's true. There are only so many names for teams.
How many gallons of gas did you have to buy to get that?
You know, the Yankees are almost out of numbers.
Are they really?
Retired so many? Yeah, I think they have 22 numbers retired. That's why you see 97 on the hill. You know,
do they ever rethink those? Any of the teams?
I think once your number's retired, OJ's 32 with Buffalo's. Is that retired?
Is that still in the Ring of Honor?
I don't think anyone would ever want that if they played for Buffalo. Can't imagine.
Yeah, there you go.
Or San Francisco, he played there at the end. But
a good point. A good point. A big sports weekend.
Okay.
Okay, I mean,
Soccer and tennis. I mean, I listen.
the W.
I didn't hear football in there. I didn't hear the National Football League in
baseball
there at all.
draft. I mean,
oh my Lord, what have you been doing? Were you not feeling well over the weekend?
That's correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. He's been listening to sports talk. And
no.
watching
I
sports
wasn't
shows.
that sick.
And
I'll be on my deathbed. Quick, turn on sports.
I was making believe I lived in England yesterday, watching Wimbledon, and
Fun.
And then I got up and watched the BBC News, and it was a fun day. Yeah, I wasn't here. I was in England, and watching Wimbledon.
Okay,
Woke up
very
this
good.
morning, drive here, wrong side of the road.
That's
Having
right.
fun. British guy.
I heard some horns honk. I didn't care.
Oh,
However,
I saw the crazy bike guy again this morning.
Do you think the crazy bike guy says, I saw the crazy car guy this morning?
I bet he did.
For sure.
This is the guy who your contention is he took all the reflectors off his bike
On purpose. Wears all black.
and wears all
Has a
black.
black bike.
so he can purposely skulk around the neighborhood.
I can't think of any reason to drive a bicycle like that at 3 in the morning unless you're out of your mind.
What if he lives at that apartment complex and he's driving to the McDonald's? What if he's
Or
going to work?
It's 3 in the morning.
I got
McDonald's
3
is
letters
closed.
for you. DUI. Maybe he can't drive. He has to ride a bike.
But then wouldn't you be smart and wear a vest, maybe reflector
Maybe
things?
he has a death wish.
I'm just telling you, there's something going on with this guy.
How many times in the last, let's say, well, let's not use this weekend. I'll phrase this differently. I bet you say, I think something's going on with this guy. A lot about different people.
Well, I'm just saying, there's something. You got to be out of your mind in pitch black between 3 and 4 when you've got a handful of people going to work, mostly a lot of drunks out there.
Well, that's
to be
the thing.
To be in a bicycle, and he was on a bicycle on a major, whatever you want to call it, 55-mile-an-hour state road.
I don't know. I would love to get him in here and find out what's going on.
I don't want to get him in here. The guy's nothing but trouble. This guy's an idiot.
Okay. I stand correct.
If the cops see him, they'll nail him. They'll pull him over.
You think?
You can't do that.
I don't.
It's against the law to not have reflectors
Yes.
on your bike?
And wear black? And what about walking or running and wearing black? Is that illegal?
No, I guess that's just stupid. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a law. Who cares? I'm just saying.
All right.
If I hit him, I'm not stopping.
Well,
Now
then,
that is illegal.
that is definitely.
Sorry.
That's where the law comes in.
And
Yeah.
don't confess to it on
Well,
here.
I tell you what, you do that and don't stop, and you tell him you tell the judge, well, sorry, he asked for it.
Well,
What do you want me to do, Your Honor?
I
What am I supposed to do?
Just
saying.
saying.
He takes the reflectors off his bike on purpose. You know that. You
saying.
nut.
Okay, sorry. Well, anyway, so let's get back to Chick McGee at the all-new Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Ladies and gentlemen.
I just came from the men's room where you have many, many dude wipes. And without revealing too much, it's like taking a shower in the middle of the day.
All right.
Nice.
Talk about refreshing.
All right.
Wow.
Well, we'll be hearing about the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. I'm very excited about it.
No more odor on me.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, no more odor. That implies that there was an odor before. Carlos, escaped from Alcaraz, has defeated Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon men's final. Second year in a row this has happened to collect his 4th Grand Slam title. And Djokovic, I took note of this, Tom. Djokovic got a plate, and Carlos Alcaraz got a trophy.
You know how I feel about that.
I know but Joker was second. Second place, you get a plate.
Yeah,
First place,
Third place, set a steak knife.
set a second. Fourth place, you're fine.
yeah, Hooker's looking at me like, don't you like the traditional cup, like America's cup? Or you just when a trophy as opposed to a plate?
Oh, no.
What do you use a plate for? An ashtray?
I think they present really well.
I think they do,
look
too.
cool
I think they
on a-
look cool.
You gotta
You
buy-
know that's tennis.
I don't know if
You
she,
got to go online and buy some kind of a weird gizmo with little hooks on
A
it.
stand, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I don't know if she remembers this.
A
but
cup, you take your mantle, boom, there's my cup.
Jess used to collect plates. Or maybe she still does.
No.
No?
No.
You would hang.
I collected
them on the
plates?
Yeah, you hung them on
Maybe
the wall.
I don't remember this.
The plate in Chick's head. The radio waves from the AM are affecting his ability to remember anything.
You feel good about that, Joe? Feel good about that?
End of the day. Are you going to write that down? I'm proud of that one.
Yeah.
Just yes, and I'm telling you, collected plates.
Highlight.
Yeah, that's all the plates.
You don't remember that?
No.
It was around felting time.
Oh, okay. All
Same
right.
thing. Anyway.
I just think the classic trophies. You've got the cup. You've got America's Cup in football. You get the Lombardi Trophy. You don't get the Lombardi tray.
Is it a cup? Is the Lombardi Trophy a cup?
No, it's a trophy.
It's a football on a pyramid.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
it was here one time, right?
Yeah, it's a weird looking.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The trophy is a nice tradition. The plates think are weird.
I like the plate.
Why are they a part of a dining set? Why is it a plate and a cup?
Oh, I don't know.
That's odd, right?
Well, they call it a cup. It's not actually a cup.
Sometimes
it's a
It
trophy.
could hold something.
You can drink from the cup in hockey, right?
The hockey one's like a bowl, actually.
Gigantic.
Yeah, it's like a serving. They eat spaghetti out of it.
The Panthers, yeah, they did. There was video of them going to an Italian restaurant. They put spaghetti in it.
The tradition of the Stanley Cup is
just that.
Each member of the team gets to have it for a few days.
Oh, that's cool.
And the stories about it are legend.
And also,
it's been in swimming pools. It's been in toilets. It's been filled with drugs. It's
those last two stories aren't verified.
Josh can speak to this.
Filled with drugs.
It's crazy bad luck to touch the Stanley Cup before you've won it.
Yeah, no, you should just don't do it.
Just do not do it.
Do you have a hockey jersey, Josh?
I have a couple, yeah.
Hockey
sweaters.
Hockey sweater.
Hockey sweater, okay.
They're made of wool.
Take it easy.
They were used to be made of wool, yeah.
I want to get one. I want to get one.
You got a team? You got to pick a team.
No, I don't have a team.
You don't have a team?
No.
Why don't you do it based on which one you like the colors of?
Oh, okay.
Rather than picking a team.
I like red. Who's red?
Blackhawks?
I'd go Detroit.
Red Wings.
Yeah. Okay.
They call do they call Detroit Hockey City or something, don't they? I'm not sure.
Motor City.
No. No, it's for hockey, it's the
Motor City.
Hockey City.
Motor City.
It's
Okay.
like the Guardians.
It's Motown Records,
Guardian City.
not Hotown Records. Although Hotown Records would be a great for a hip-hop label.
Not a lot of hockey players in Motown? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Barry Gordy did not lace him up and go out there?
I'm sure there are a lot of great players originally from the Detroit area.
Right.
That's all coming up in sports.
Oh, you're not the generation, or are you, Willie? Either one of you? Well, I guess Josh is in Jess's generation. You got a participation cup trophy?
No,
we
we
were
didn't.
not.
No.
Willie?
I don't think so. I don't remember them being around a lot.
Like a ribbon? Like
No.
a blue ribbon?
Yeah, my littlest kids get those. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had blue ribbons, pal. I was swimming. Are you kidding me?
No kidding.
Willie G, freestyle, 25. I'll get that.
Swam like an otter.
Give me in there. I couldn't always beat Carl Berman, though. That kid was fast.
Oh, Carl
He
Berman
real
was
fast.
a freak of nature. You see the size of the feet on him?
They were webbed.
Yeah.
I always wanted them to check, but
Like a motor on that guy.
I'd like to apologize to Carl. That's his real name.
It is.
His feet are not webbed. He's a very fine young man.
sue the hell out of us, Carl. Take us to court.
But, Carl, we take lawsuits as they come, and you're way down the list. But hang in there, buddy. You'll get to us. We'll get to you.
He was, when you're a kid and you can even recognize he's better than all of us.
Yeah.
My goodness, he was great.
He was a great kid. Still is.
We had one of those on the football team. Do you guys, did you shun him or embrace him, or how did you handle that?
You just hang out because you want to be around him. You want to pretend you're as good as he is.
We embraced the guy. We loved him.
But you were the class president, Willie.
I was. And I'm thinking of getting back into politics.
Is that right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe so.
All right.
That'd be
Hey,
exciting.
coming up, we have the god Poseidon in the news, getting kicked out of a place. This is very odd.
Godville?
No, not Godville.
Well, you got Zeus and Poseidon and Mars.
We've got a happy story about my favorite kind of dog, the golden retriever. We have golden retrievers in the news, and of course, all golden retrievers are good boys and good puppies and good girls.
I need to ask someone. My beloved golden retriever will be 11. She'll be 11. I got her in 2013. She's going to be 11 next month.
Right.
And now, a lot of the time, I'll be watching TV or something. She'll be laying behind me, and first of all, the gas is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's like a nuclear waste dump. But then I'll go, Monkey, go up to bed, and she'll go, and she hadn't ever done that before, and like the last 6 months.
Because they're just like you people. They
Yeah,
get
it's-
arthritic, they get sore. It's like, I got to
No.
get up.
That's a learned behavior. She's heard you do that.
You do that before you go to bed?
Maybe
Oh, Oh, wow.
But she's a good girl.
She's a good baby.
So we'll hear about working
Big
dogs.
sweetie.
We got dogs out there with jobs. It's amazing. We have a lot of sporting news. Plus, we have news from outer space.
Soccer, home run derby tonight. All-Star game over there in Texas. And they're throwing potato chips at bicycle riders. Wow. I guess they deserved it. I don't know.
Okay, we'll find
out together.
All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're off. Slipping it on like an old sweater. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Paren, blatant hostility extraordinaire. Close paren. Hello, Tom.
I don't think it's sweater weather anywhere right now.
It can be.
in here.
In this building, it can be.
If you're trying to make weight, it's always good.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Okay, very good.
You never had to do that, did you?
Yeah.
You weren't a wrestler.
Oh, no.
Oh, cut weight?
Yeah, but I was too light, not too heavy.
Oh, so you had to load up.
But yeah, there was a special table at my high school for the guys trying to make weight.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Either
At lunchtime.
going up or going down?
They were going down.
Okay. Run and spit?
Yeah, wearing the plastic suit. And,
yeah, the rubber,
Yeah, man. Get on the bike.
yeah, that was awful. But we have a lot to get to today on the show.
I'm glad but we can't go forward unless we look backward.
That is true.
Or something.
Sounds like it means something, doesn't it?
Things we learned on Friday's show. Oh, that's right. Jeff and I got in a fight, and I have to apologize for my part in that.
Ooh, the lemon cake incident.
The lemon, what will be forever known as the lemon cake incident. I was just telling Jeff in the hallway that I always greet new people with open arms, and I always think the best of someone. I'm not hard to get to know. Wouldn't you agree, Tom?
No. What's that to do with anything?
Jeff Oske's quitting soda. That's why he was a little edgy on Friday.
That's as hard a thing to do as anything.
And my attitude did not.
How's that going?
I bet he's doing great.
I can ask him, hey, Jeff, how's the soda going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
I heard
Okay.
that just in the
Yeah.
distance. Okay.
All right. Tom hates the overly sculpted mustache. He said this a couple times before. What's known as the pencil thin mustache, or any mustache that requires intense maintenance.
Yeah, the waxing or any kind of heavily sculpted facial hair. There's a new weather guy in town that has a really heavily sculpted beard. I'd change the channel when he comes in. Don't trust him. Looks like the devil. You know what I'm talking about? Abe?
Looks like the devil.
I wondered when you were going to arrive on him. And,
You seen that guy?
Here we are. Oh yeah.
What don't they have don't they have a program director? Hey, buddy, what are you doing? It's not.
I don't know how they bring
2004.
I don't know how they bring in a new weather guy like that. And I mean, you obviously he learns it and goes over it and is prepared.
He's good with the weather.
But I can't imagine. No, well, he would go up here north and Doobie-Doo County and over here in the. I don't know how you would know that.
Yes.
I couldn't go to another city and do that.
Well, they sit down for half an hour and learn the names
Half
of
hour.
the 10 counties they have to
Really?
know.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's a couple weeks.
Yeah, with all the subtle nuances of the way things are pronounced. And
Don't they have a teleprompter?
No,
well, no, not for the weather.
They're looking at the side. They're looking at the map so they can see where they're pointing.
They actually have a monitor.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
they have the remote control in their hand that they know
Yeah.
how to work.
Yeah.
The guy's a good weather guy. I'm just saying the beard looks ridiculous.
Can't we get the remote control for the weather map smaller? It's 2024.
You can still see him?
Yeah. It
Oh,
looks
okay.
like a large pack of cigarettes. Still.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The guy,
whatever they need.
That's not.
It's got to be heavy.
Not distracting at all.
It's got to be heavy.
I barely even notice it.
My boy Chuck is a legend. He doesn't have to hold that thing up during a weather forecast. He should have somebody there holding.
Well, he's been doing it so long. His thing has tubes in it,
and
it gets hot if he does the weather too
Instead
long.
of hitting the button, he should go now, Bernice, and click it.
Yes, I'd do that. That's something you would do even if you had the remote.
Yeah.
That's a great gag. Yeah, Bernice,
click it.
You're not going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you something.
I don't believe it.
When I was a kid, one of our first television sets, the remote, you would press it and you'd hear this puff of air.
Oh.
And it would go through a little tiny hole and it would make a tone. And that's what would change the channel.
We had one that...
And you could only go up and down. You couldn't go like from 3 to 8.
Oh, God. You have to go through all of them.
You had to climb through them. But the one TV had this, you would go, and you could hear it make a little...
We had one that went kerplunk. You would click the remote and it would actually rotate the knob somehow.
Wow.
Click.
Was it tethered?
No, I don't know.
It was a homemade deal.
It was wired.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it was one of those reaching sticks.
Right.
Wow.
How many times have you heard a comedian, we didn't have remote control when I was the remote control for my daddy.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Jess said...
Did you ever have the rabbit ears where you had to modify them during certain
Yes.
weather things? You had to put the aluminum foil on them.
Sure, and it really did help.
Yeah, or you have one where you've got someone standing there
holding it,
and go, that's perfect. Then they'd walk away and it would go away. Nope, go back there. You had to hold it.
That was weird when you would have a little bit of static, and then when you touched the antenna, it would go away. It's like, what is going through my body? As a kid, I was always like, this is probably...
Tesla told me about this. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Now, do either of you ever remember, Willie, Jess, do you remember the so-called test pattern and the sign-off?
No.
Usually depending on the city, at 1 a.m. after the late show.
When it goes, it makes that noise.
Not that.
Not that one?
No, that's the test. That's an actual test for like emergency.
Okay,
They still do that.
Yeah.
Which should be illegal. Good. It's way too loud.
No, they do one with...
the hell out of them, right?
Yes.
It should be illegal.
They would do the sign-off.
Yeah.
And they would usually have a patriotic theme, and often they would have...
This country?
Yes, this country. Well, depending. They would have like a very, what do you call it when the tape's real old and
it would wow.
It would
a lot of times it was just footage of a wave, a waving flag.
Thank you.
And the test pattern was a slide, and it was most often a Native American. Like a resplendent chief
or something,
with a big headdress.
But
there was a guy.
What was the purpose of
the
this?
guy who collected them, so they could calibrate the picture.
Oh, okay.
With the lines,
gotcha.
Focus everything.
Okay.
But yeah, those days are gone, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, you know what else is gone? Have you? I don't know when I recognized this. I'm going to say 25 years ago. People stopped telling stories about. Yeah, I remember when I got my first color TV. Nobody does that anymore, Tom. It's gone.
Yeah.
What
is the
color TVs have always been
What
colored.
year did elementary school photos go from black and white to color? I'm going to guess 62.
No, I think it was after that because I had my kindergarten shot was in 62. Well, wait a minute, it was in black and white. Maybe you got something there.
Are yearbooks these days, Jess, you have young kids, and Tom, you do too. Are yearbooks these days now, are the photos all color, or are they black and white when it's the headshots and then some color pages?
I know that my senior yearbook is the seniors were in color, everybody else was black and white.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but I think my kids, they're all color. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting when the yearbooks came out and you remember looking at them and thinking, boy, this is a brand new, and now you look at them, this is 60 years old. Why? They're very, very old. When did that happen, Tom?
Well, the one thing about
What happened
those yearbooks, you don't look at them all that often. They get
No.
you look through them every 10 years. Oh, there's the yearbook. And blow off the dust and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Worst hairdos. The 70s or the 80s? Or did the 90s have bad hairdos?
Not really.
Every era has a bad hairdo.
Yeah, there's one.
Pretty bad one now. The kind of Q-tip thing that's going on, where the guys get the perm, comb it forward.
It looks so bad.
Pretty brutal look.
And the fades where they have a full beard and then bald, like Tom said, the Hitler haircut. And
that's the joke right now is that like grandma and grandson are going to the same place to get the same perm. It's
cool.
Well, and sadly we have famous bad hairdo deceased today.
Oh yeah.
Or let me rephrase it. Very dated hairdo.
Do you think that was natural? I always thought that was a natural perm.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
I thought
Richard Simmons.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah. Well, they're buried the lead. Now they're burying him. Yeah, Richard Simmons sadly died. I liked him. He was a nice guy. He was here.
Got attacked by a bear, right?
Rocking into the oldies.
Yeah, he was
sweating to the oldies.
Sweating into the oldies, whatever.
He had like 10 books, and he was really helpful for people.
Yeah,
he was a very, very good guy.
Get him up off the couch.
Yeah, and he had gone through. He'd been a real fat kid and lost a bunch of weight.
Oh, is that really his story?
Yeah. He was actually in
real fat kid.
You know, it's lucky his parents didn't do away with him then because he was a fat kid.
No, he was in the.
Come here, Chubby.
I forget which. He was in an actual Fellini movie. Stuffing his face, that was his. I'm not kidding.
No kidding.
Yeah,
wow.
I'd have to read the bio.
I'm going to have some documentation.
Let's bet $1,000.
I don't want to bet anything. I'm just
because you know that you're wrong.
I would like to see more proof of this than you running your trap.
He had a weird last couple of years. Right? He was missing for a little bit or something. Nobody had seen him.
I think he didn't want to be in the public eye, is what he said.
But anyway, to go back to the topic, he had a...
The topic's Richard Simmons. I didn't get off of it.
The topic is, you've got to stop doing that. That's not conversation.
The topic
You're being an adversary.
The topic was dated hairdos.
Oh, yeah.
The subject was roses. Great movie. Jess has proclaimed she will not and could not date any guy who takes longer to get ready than she does.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stand by that.
You're gonna stand by
say
that?
a lot of stupid stuff on here, but I'm going to stand by that one.
Got no idea. Domino's Pizza is... I was amazed. I don't think anybody else was all that much, but I'm still thinking about it. They used a jetpack delivery system back in 2023 at the Glastonbury Festival. They would leave the store, take to the sky with a jetpack, holding a pizza.
It's amazing.
And deliver the pizza at a concert.
Just to show what type of technology is on the way.
I wonder what that would cost to buy the jetpack, keep it fueled.
Jetpacks are on the way out. Drones have eliminated the need for a jetpack.
We don't have to put.
We don't have to have a person.
Right.
We have drones in the news today too. Coming up.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Josh says, and you were very passionate about it, if a man looks at his cell phone while he's driving, he is not a man.
No, you can wait, sir. Yes. What are you doing? What's so important?
I don't know what kind of car you're driving, but there's no need for me to look at my phone because it's all up on the screen. Right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, but people are taking their eyes off the road to look at the screens now for too long. There's scientific studies that are demonstrating that.
Would that explain my current spate of wrecks?
Love the word spate.
Spate?
Not used enough.
No.
Or is the word score as in 20?
Josh.
You don't hear that anymore.
No, you really don't.
No one ever said, I'll tell you what a weekend. I had a score of hamburgers.
Holy cow.
I was hungry.
We talked about this on Friday, and it kind of made me sad. I remembered it over the weekend. Josh is emotionally moved by horse movies.
Yes, but don't be sad.
He absolutely. And then there was a highlight on the Bob and Tom about Jess asked Josh if you feel like a good cry, you'll go watch a horse movie. Why would you do that to yourself?
He said it wasn't specific to horse movies. Sometimes you need a good cry, and you'll seek out a movie.
Yeah,
and
it can be very cathartic. Yeah.
You watch Goodfellas when Joe Pesci thinks he's being made?
The boy, I weep every time.
Ace met Debbie Reynolds at a rib restaurant in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, you did.
And we got a bunch of
restaurant.
She owned the casino.
I just remember her picture on the side of the building.
Debbie Reynolds
She fell into that deal, though, right?
I don't remember.
It sounds like a Mad Lib. You met Debbie Reynolds at a rib restaurant in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's too many details that sound fake there.
And then that spun off into this Debbie Reynolds having a nice rack or a nice ass or what did you guys talk about?
She's a cutie.
Yeah.
Debbie Reynolds, magnificent butt. Yeah. Incredible, incredible cutter. Tom.
Super sweet.
Not really aware of that, but that's good to know.
I watched Ordinary People this weekend. Mary Tyler Moore is the most beautiful woman of all time. She's just gorgeous. She's abandoning her child, and I'm going, I'm in love with you. Look at how pretty you are.
Oh, and great in the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Just the best.
Man, a guy I went to school with in 5th grade, he walked up to me, and I forget what the joke was, but the punchline was Dyke Van Dyck. And I thought it was Richard Pryor. I could not stop laughing.
That'll get you.
So they called her Dyke Van Dyck.
Yeah, you know something? I would rather not explore what that setup was because
and finally,
I'm sure it's offensive.
We all agreed on Friday that if we had to eat bugs, if it comes to that, we prefer crunchy to juicy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that story keeps showing up that in the future we're all going to be eating bugs,
right,
to save the world.
Well, we'll all be dead.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about Don.
We'll be the last to have cow.
Willie won't be dead. He'll be the bug. He'll be the bug baron.
I'll be wheeling and dealing bugs, baby.
Oh,
I'll be the pusher man, pushing caterpillars out here.
That's right.
Yeah. We tried those protein bars made of what were they made of? Crickets or something?
Tasted like cigarette ashes.
They were not good.
Ugh.
Yeah,
they were not good.
You know, I used to eat cigarette ashes when I was a kid.
Oh,
what?
That's a real thing.
That's got to be a form of pica.
Yeah.
What brand?
Well, it would have been my mother's or my father's, so Camel or Viceroy, one or the other.
Did you prefer one to the other?
I can't remember that part of it, but I remember the beating.
Did they make you eat the whole tray?
I was just messing around in it, and they thought I was eating it.
They thought you were eating it.
And
what are you eating now?
and you know what? All hell broke loose.
Jeez.
He's eating them again. Look at him.
Damn it.
I used to love playing in the ashtray.
Yeah.
There was something satisfying about feeling.
It was
it was soft ashes.
Did both your parents smoke?
For a bit there, yeah.
It was kind of like a 3D Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
You could make circles.
Did you have the freestanding ashtray that had its own sort of standard?
Nope, but I know it was on like a pedestal type thing. Yeah. No, but I know Chick had that.
Yeah, I knocked it over one time.
Yeah.
All hell broke loose.
Did one's posterior get a so-called whooping?
That was done, Tom.
I remember in grade school we had to make clay hands. Like we had to make our hands.
Oh, sure.
And then out of clay, and then it was put in a kiln and stuff. And my dad ended up using it as an ashtray.
I still have mine.
Was it the plate where you put your hand in?
I still have
mine.
mine.
Your hand.
It was actually like my hand curved.
Right.
Yeah.
Mine is the plate with the hand.
Mine is
right. Those are classic.
Yeah. Well, and it's the hand ashtray. It's perfect. You can set your cig right down on the finger there.
Oh yeah, he loved it.
Man, it worked great.
I don't think my art teacher was thrilled.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, of course you do. Now that's at the Tom Griswold Museum. Open May to June. Summer hours.
Coming up, we have interesting sporting news from the Dude Wipes Sports Desk starring Chick McGee.
It's like a shower in the middle of the day, baby.
Coming up, we have a lot of fascinating stuff in the news. Some sad news, some happy news. Some air conditioning news.
I'll have a movie review.
Really?
Come back? Sure.
I'm looking forward to that. And aliens in the news.
All right.
The kind from outer space.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby's here. Josh Arnold. Jess Hooker. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Dude Wipes Sportsman at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk, Chick McGee.
Carlos, escaped from Alcaraz, has defeated Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon men's final for the second year in a row to collect his fourth Grand Slam title at the tender age of 21. Man, he's got a smile for days. Have you seen this kid? He's lovable.
He's a cutie,
as they
right? Yeah.
Oh, he's just, he's and he would drive you, his head of hair, look him up. It's so thick, you won't believe it.
Yeah.
You will not
like
believe
the guy in the bear?
Well, no,
That's a lot of hair.
No, that's just Curly. Why did I think I
brought it up?
Could talk to him in a real way. Kate, the Princess of Wales, came out and handed out a plate to Novak Djokovic and a trophy to Mr. Alcaraz.
Here are your things.
Please leave. And also, England's soccer team involved yesterday in the European Championship, although they come up on the losing end. Spain has a record fourth European Championship after an 86th minute goal, a 2-1 win.
Ole, 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 ole.
As England's painful decades-long wait for a major trophy goes on. I was cheering for England, too.
It's going to be exciting when they do eventually get another one.
That would be Harry Kane is the big star for England.
Harry Kane sounds like the name of a porn star from the 70s.
Yeah, it does.
There was a male porn star named Rick Kane.
And Harry Reams.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Harry Reams is also a sentence.
Is Harry traditionally short for something, or is it a standalone name?
Harold.
I think it can be standalone.
Harrison? My grandpa's name was Harry, and his brother's name was Harold.
No kidding. Hang on a second. What was his brother's name?
Harold.
Harry and Harold.
Yeah.
Harry and Harold.
And Mert was their other brother.
Oh, you can see this family. They know how to name people.
Mert.
What was Mert short for? Omerta?
I know.
Oh, no, that's a
they were bootleggers or something, right?
Mert,
Harry, Harold, and Mert are bootleggers.
Yeah, Mert sounds like some kind of skin disease.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Oh, my God, he got Mert.
Oh, that's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his legs to diabetes, and my dad told me my entire childhood that he sat in front of a lawnmower. Yeah.
Sat in front of a lawnmower.
That's how he lost his legs, and I believed him.
You ain't going to run over him.
I dare you.
Lost that bet.
I double damn dare you. Well, some bitch, he ran over my leg.
I didn't think he'd do it.
Did he have an artificial limb, or did he?
No, he just went legless.
Just he civil, as Tim Wilson used to say, civil ward it with the one crutch.
Let's say you're legless.
Yeah.
Are you going to go chair? Are you going to go platform like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places? Are you going to get prosthetic? What are you going to do? What would you do?
I'd go prosthetics.
They've done miracles with prosthetics these days.
I get the blades, I think.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Those, I mean, they just seem so.
And especially this time of year, because you can trim around around the trees.
So you just run around and
you think they're sharp, don't you?
You just kick in the air. And then,
you can probably get them sharp.
You think they're sharp?
Don't give me a lip, kid. I got my blade sharpened.
Don't the blades seem like the most, I don't know.
Comfortable and fun, kind of.
Well, yeah. There's something.
Yeah, but I think they're
light,
a little more threatening.
They have
perhaps if people don't realize you have an artificial limb. Maybe for some people,
I thought the blades were always for like running, like
there were different
yeah,
attachments.
They
They have a walking blade. They have a running blade. They have a cross
like a
training
Swiss Army
blade.
knife.
That's absolutely.
They have a shooting your wife through the bathroom door blade.
Yeah. That's called the Pistorian blade.
Yes.
Yeah. Jocko.
No, it's not. It's Oscar.
Jocko Pistorius was the bass player. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they're related or not. It seems like Pistorius would be a unique name.
I doubt if they're related.
Oh, you don't want to make out Jocko Pistorius.
Jocko Pistorius, perhaps the greatest bass player of all time.
Is he still alive?
No, sadly.
Well, then why are you worried about upsetting me?
His family might hear us.
Oh.
So, what was your point again?
Argentina won their second straight Copa America championship.
Do you have any American sports?
This is America. Copa America. It's the continent.
You know, I knew I was going to get trouble with this. Tonight's Major League Baseball All-Star Game, it's the Home Run Derby in Arlington, Texas. And there's a whole new set of rules.
Oh, really?
And I don't know what they are.
All right. We'll look forward to.
They're going to somehow. I don't know how they can tell what pitch they threw from the broadcast booth. I think they're lying. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a cutter outside. No, it's not.
They have the eye. They know.
I don't.
Yeah, I kind of with Chick. Sometimes they get a little specific. How does he know that?
I think they've got monitors and
that slider just caught the corner. No, it was a really hard thrown ball. Okay,
they're pretty good.
They probably get tired of saying that though.
So, what's the new rule for the home run derby?
It's quantitative feet. How far you hit it, and you're all against each other instead of pairing up. And the top two are
I'm all
going to go to
for
the
all
finals.
every man for himself, but
Yes.
so it's not number of home runs. It's
No, it is. Yes.
Oh, maybe quantitative feet is like a tiebreaker or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
that's cool.
That's the way I.
Are they counting height too?
In relation to how tall the batter is. Yes.
Let me ask you this: is
Yeah.
is all this made up?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So God, yeah. See, I would answer honestly if you just think to ask that question.
But, and they're all wearing derby hats.
No, they're all.
Oh,
wearing,
I'd like that. Yeah.
No, they're all because it's the home run derby.
Yeah.
They're wearing their hats backwards.
Could you get away with the derby hat? Do you think?
Yes, he could.
Any hat she can
Which
get
one's
away
the
with.
derby?
Yes.
It what's the difference between a derby and a trilby?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what the derby hat is?
I don't think
You
so.
actually
You
see
have to
people
remind
in
me.
England actually wear those.
Remember the show The Avengers
No.
with Patrick McNee?
That was a derby.
Diana
The
Riggs.
dad and Mary Poppins.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
That guy
yeah,
always
gotcha.
had-
If
Yes,
someone
there
has
it is.
one in America, they're either holding a banjo and they have that garter belt around their sleeve.
Yeah,
And a
or they're
gold.
telling you about their favorite IPA.
Or Mickey
Yes,
Finn.
yes. There you go.
Okay.
They think the Avid brothers are the sun shines out of their belly buttons. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I like the Avid brothers. Don't get me
I do
wrong.
too, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you were invited to be one of the guys along with the kids, so all those kids out there at the home run derby, they get to catch the balls.
Yeah.
But they were like, we want one adult. Chick McGee, would you like to do it? Would you go out there and catch
I'd
some?
get my glove and go right back. I'd go right out there.
Yeah.
I don't know when that happened, but I used to be able to catch a fly ball when I was a kid. I plainly remember it,
You don't think you could now?
and I can't judge where the ball is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened to that.
You got old.
Could you?
Slow.
So did you?
Another
Oh, what a comeback.
another county hurt.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a break and
I'm
come
older.
back. We have.
Wait a minute, we're talking.
We have marijuana in the news.
Marijuana.
And we got a couple of sad obits and potato chip news. Oh, and aging cougars. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Think you know what an electric vehicle should be? Think again. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N, Hyundai is redefining what EVs should be. Learn more about Hyundai EVs at HyundaiUSA.com. EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
All right.
And here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. We were checking in with the sporting scene. We can continue to do that. We do have some cool news coming up. What have you got over there?
I guess this is a sports story.
All right.
It was given to me. I guess I have to do it. A cycling organization says it's going to take legal action against a Tour de France spectator that threw potato chips at cyclists.
I think that's significant.
I wonder
Significant.
if he frisbeed individual chips at passersby,
Yeah.
or if he...
They don't seem like they'd fly well.
No.
Footage from the race. I think Pringles would go pretty far.
Think so?
You flip them like a frisbee.
Yeah, but you've got to figure out how to...
Or you could just throw the whole can of Pringles.
There you go.
If they're like Doritos, it'd be like a weapon. Those triangular things.
Like a ninja star.
There's 2 more paragraphs of this story.
Wow.
Footage from the race shows a shirtless man in a bucket hat stepping out into the middle of the path and hurling potato chips into the faces of 2 of the cyclists.
What is this guy's problem?
Adam Hansen, president of the Cyclistes Professionnels French Association.
Former member of Hanson.
Yes. He wrote the music to Mbop. He said French authorities have apprehended the perpetrator. Do we know what any penalty?
Well, they just apprehended him. I don't think he's gone to trial yet.
Wow.
I mean, that's serious. I guess although it's better than if he was throwing real potatoes.
Yes.
That is better. A chip. I'd rather get hit in the face with a chip than a potato.
And a potato.
You'd probably become a cyclist if they were throwing snacks at you the whole time.
Oh.
That's a whole nother sport.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just ride by, trying chomping in the air.
That sounds fun.
Triathlon or
Look at this weirdo.
Look at this. Look at this guy.
In the path. He's wearing like a reverse cape, and so he has the snack bag of chips.
He throws the whole bag in the guy's face.
He's holding it by the bottom, and he flings it into the guy's face, and all the chips fly out and hit him in the face.
That's a salty assault.
Well, it sure is.
I know. I will tell you. I realize I can live in England, and now I realize I can live in France because both countries have potato chips in those small, easy to carry bags. Yeah. That was the most important thing to me if I'm going to relocate. I'll need potato chips.
Oh, for sure.
They call them
crisps over there. Yeah.
Crisps. Yeah. Do you ever try to make potato chips on your own? You ever do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Really?
They never come out right for me.
Oh, they're delicious.
I've never done it correctly.
I go to a restaurant. They make their own chips there.
Those are
Yeah.
He asked if we ever tried to do it at home.
Yeah, that's the exact opposite of doing it at home.
I mean, as opposed to a pre-bagged chip.
Right.
All right. We always have to change the rules.
He's hard to talk to. He really is.
I'll talk to you. Just ever made your own ice cream sandwiches?
Oh, yeah. We
That's
do
a
that.
blast.
That's a theme. I was just telling Jason about it. That's something that we do through the summer is make different ones.
You know,
Biscoff with some French vanilla ice cream in the middle.
That Biscoff stuff.
Go to the grocery store, get a cookie cake, and then cut that with like a cup or something into perfect little circles. Ooh, my
That's
goodness.
a good idea.
Love cookie
like
cake
that.
for an ice cream sandwich.
Delicious.
Yeah.
But homemade potato chips, very good.
Yeah.
Messy. Like all this stuff, it's like when the girls make their own pizzas.
Yeah.
You know, it's $50 worth of ingredients. You could have gotten one pizza for $6 at Domino's.
Yeah, but those pizzas are good, man.
It's about the journey.
Yes. It's fun.
Yeah. Steven Tyler told us that.
Yeah, I recommend a Trader Joe's dough. That's very good.
Oh, okay.
A couple times we've done the dough from scratch.
Yeah.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah, that's a whole day. Yeah, that's true.
She's always said, there's no way you're making your own, even for a pie, you're not going to make your own dough, right?
I mean, I could,
Your crust?
but it's not worth it. It's out. There's some very fine products you can buy already made.
And here we go.
Stupid world record.
I love these.
Oh, Tom's excited about him.
A Nigerian barber has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to complete 5, it says here, Willie, skin fade haircuts.
Oh, okay. You want to take your time with those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. It doesn't say 5 good ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do 5 haircuts if, you can do it just quickly and poorly.
Owoyemi Adebayo from Lagos achieved a time of 14 minutes 56 seconds to knock 4 minutes off the previous record of 18 minutes 57 seconds. For the record, each finished hairstyle must be cut to the skin, grade 0, at the neck and the back of the head, and tapered to at least 3 grades toward the top of the head.
All right.
Yeah, you felt the need to explain this.
Well, it's a particular look.
You don't even like this look.
No.
I would say you hate this look.
Yeah, well.
A minimum of 3 different clipper guards must be used to achieve the fade. It is not permitted to use a clipper with a lever that adjusts the trim length.
Oh, that's not permitted.
All 5 participants having haircuts must begin with a full head of hair measuring a minimum of 1 centimeter all around.
All right. Well, good for you, sir.
This could be the worst world record we've ever done.
Oh, there have been more dumber than this one.
I don't know, Tom.
But would you volunteer to be part of this one as the victim?
Yeah, I mean, what else do I have to lose? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't have a precious hairstyle.
Why didn't you, maybe if they're serving snacks at the barber's, Josh would go get his hair cut more often.
Oh, yeah.
How about that, Tom?
Is there a chili bar? Ugh, at a barber shop.
Oh, God.
Nobody.
Hair.
Nacho bar.
That'd be a subtle gag in a movie. Just don't say anything, but you have this big like taco bar or nacho bar or salad bar, and it's right behind the barber.
Yeah,
and no one says anything. You see a guy after getting his haircut walking through, loading up. Hey, there's some hair in the ranch. Oh God.
Nobody wants
Hey, by the way, Josh, how's your finger? Is it better?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What happened to his finger?
Well, I got bit by a snake Friday.
Oh,
while I was fishing.
What?
yeah.
Blood all running down his hand, the whole thing.
Whoa! I haven't heard any of this story.
Oh, yeah.
So I was fishing, and then I was walking around the banks of this pond, and I saw this snake wrapped up in like netting and fishing line. Then it was caught, and I was like, "Oh,
how big was it?"
Oh, I don't know. There is. You can
5
see
feet?
it on my Instagram if you go to my story highlights under Lunkers. It's where I put my fishing stuff.
Okay.
And, so,
what does Lunkers mean?
Big fish, big bass, or whatever.
Okay.
And so,
how about that bass?
Yeah. I was like, well, I should try to free this thing. And as I was trying to free it, it was giving me a hard time, wiggling and squirming. And I was like, boy.
Why don't you just tell it that you're trying to help it out? Why didn't it listen to you?
I go, hey, I was talking to it. I was like, dude, calm down, pal. I'm trying to help you here. And then I was like, oh, you know what I should do is what they do on the TV shows when they're trying to catch snakes is hold them right behind the head.
Yeah.
And that way, and when I went to go behind the head, it turned around and bit me in the finger.
Yeah.
And I was like, well. So I had to look it up online to see if it was venomous.
It looked scary. It was stripes, right?
Yeah, but it was just a regular water snake, so it wasn't venomous or anything. But we eventually got it. There was a guy there who works for the county, and then there was a police officer there who had snake tongs, and we got it freed. And
snake tongs?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
he carried them with him in his car.
He was like, "Dude, he's like, this is just I inherited this truck on the job, and it came with the truck.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he held the snake's head while the county guy had a much larger knife than I had, and he cut it free, and we were able to get it free.
I'm almost certain that if I were bitten by a snake, I would faint.
I got a little lightheaded. Yeah, and then I couldn't tell if the lightheadedness was from venom or if it was just because I just got bit by a snake.
Was the head big enough to get your whole finger in its mouth?
No, it was big enough to. It just bit me on the top of the finger.
Do they bite and go away, or do they clamp on?
It bit and got away, but it left 2 teeth in because later on I was like,
it left 2 teeth in.
I was like, this kind of hurts, and I looked and it was like splinter-sized teeth.
Oh wow!
So I had to pull those out.
Wow, good deed. Huh?
Did you keep them?
Yeah. I know. I just threw them in the grass.
You need to keep those, make a little necklace.
Scare away the other snake.
But I'm happy we were able to help it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Otherwise,
now we can live on to bite some other poor kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not that bad, kids, if you get bit by a snake. That snake.
Don't most people that die of a snake bite die of a heart attack? Isn't that the key?
Well, I think the venom can cause heart attacks.
I mean, you get so scared, though.
I think that's not true. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just like they've debunked that if you fall from a high place, you're going to die from a heart attack.
Right.
No, you won't. You're going to know exactly.
Your bones crushed?
What about okay. What about the when you're dreaming and you have that dream and you're falling and you jerk? People have heart attacks that die that way, right? That happens all the time.
Is it jerk?
95% of the time.
Jerk, no off.
Oh.
Well, you ever woken up doing that? That's when you go, I gotta start dating. This is ridiculous.
I'm lonely.
Any wet dreams over 35? It seems.
Then you say to the lady in the aisle seat, I'm so sorry.
Aisle seat.
I was having this dream, and then I didn't know the guy in the window seat was going to help me. Who's best dressed monster? I've always gone with Frankenstein. But Dracula wears the tails. But Frankenstein, he has that Don Johnson look with the T-shirt and the coat.
Capes always throw me, though. I don't like Dracula.
Always admired that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with a Business Unlimited smartphone plan. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second internet plan with savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome to Snake Talk. Josh got bit by a snake over the weekend.
All's well.
Gotten bitten?
Yeah, first time I ever got bit by a snake.
I'm fairly certain I would pass out. What about you? You would pass out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. But I'm glad you're okay, Josh.
Yeah, thanks.
Willie, didn't you, as a joke, your brothers and sisters and your father were driving somewhere, and as a practical joke, snake was play snake was involved?
So I wasn't a part of this. I stand by this to this day. I wasn't a part of this.
All right.
But yeah, a brother and sister put some play snakes kind of around the steering wheel. And then he got in the car. He goes, okay, who's ready to go? You got the seatbelts on, kids? And then he goes, oh my God. Oh, is that funny? Oh, you want to kill your father. Is that funny? You're going to kill me. Is that what you want to do? And yeah, that leaves an impression on you. You don't forget that one.
Yeah. I would have plotched right there. I have a thing about snakes. I don't like them. I don't know why they exist.
And you were trying to rescue a snake, Josh?
Yeah, it was stuck in a bunch of netting, and I poked it with my fishing pole, and it was trying to get away, and it couldn't. I was like, this thing's gonna drown or starve to death or something. So I gotta do something, and it was non-venomous, but it did bite me.
I would have saved it. I'd have walked up and
Before you do anything like that, please check with proper people.
Be free, Mr. Snake.
No, that's the problem. People think that all snakes are bad, and they're not.
They are.
No. You can't just be killing things.
They're evil. And that's sports.
Oh, I had no idea that would be at the end of a sports.
Are you going to have another fishing competition there soon? Or?
October,
you're getting into this. Sorry, Mrs. Little Girl. My fault.
I have a sports-related question.
Uh-oh. Got a question from the news desk.
So the MLB draft was this weekend, right?
Right.
But the professional season's not over.
Right.
So how do you already have a draft before the professional season's over? How do you know who gets the number one draft pick?
The trade deadline has a lot to do with that.
Okay.
So,
and then the barometric pressure, and then
you guys don't know, do you?
No.
None of you know.
I wouldn't. I don't feel.
Isn't it because the college baseball season's over?
So yeah, the college baseball season's over, but you need to know where the number one pick is going to go based on how bad. Like obviously, it'll probably go to the White Sox, right? They suck.
I have no idea.
I don't know if Major League Baseball has a process like the National Football League where the worst team goes first. I don't know if that's the case.
And in baseball, can't you draft like someone when they're 17 and they can go to college, but you own the rights to them? Doesn't that happen?
I think so.
Oh, man. I didn't know that.
And in the NBA, you can have your sights on a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And,
Does that still happen?
Sure.
It must.
It must, yeah. They know where they are.
Yeah.
And you know who
hockey's
by the way,
in
there's a
Canada.
joke here I can't do.
No.
Tom.
Okay. Thank you for not doing that.
Tom has this answer. Who was the number one expert as far as evaluating super young talent for the NBA? Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You'll never believe if I tell you.
It's the truth. Absolute truth.
He played in the television show The Munsters.
Yep.
What was his character's name?
Grandpa.
Yeah, his
Uncle Grandpa?
Al Lewis, the actor. I'm totally serious.
He had a newsletter. I think he had a magazine.
Just for hobby?
He was compensated by the NBA teams, but he
was an expert on high school basketball.
Yep.
That's crazy.
All over the country.
I watched the Munsters Go Home movie this weekend.
Of course you did.
Were you tied down?
Just on a screen. Oh,
is that where they race Dracula? He gets
they're in London, and
and he does get into a I've seen that. It's amusing.
Well, thank you. It's time to head over to the Silac news desk.
What do you got over there?
Well, we have the Bob and Tom death report because that's what happened all weekend.
Oh, goodness.
Beloved fitness guru Richard Simmons has passed away. Mr. Simmons died at his home in Los Angeles on Saturday, the day after his 76th birthday. In addition to sharing his hard-won weight loss tips as the host of the Emmy-winning daytime Richard Simmons show, I don't remember this.
He won an Emmy?
I guess. I didn't remember him having a daytime show.
I think it was during the time that everybody had a daytime talk show.
He also authored best-selling books. Mr. Simmons also opened exercise studios and starred in exercise videos that made him a culture icon.
And probably a millionaire.
Yeah.
That Sweating to the Oldies was huge.
Right.
It was.
He told the Associated Press in 1982, I want to help people and make the world a healthier, happy place.
He was in here. Nice guy.
Oh, he seemed like a friendly person.
He helped a lot of people.
Don't remember that.
You don't remember him being here?
Nope.
He picked me up, literally, grabbed me by the waist. He was,
Were you into it?
strong. No.
Oh.
Did he try? When you say he picked you up,
he lifted me up off the ground.
Oh,
he was strong.
He's a little guy, right?
He seemed little,
yeah.
but
he had that now very out of fashion haircut, the kind of white man's fro.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the singer that had that? The dancing guy.
Leo Sayers.
Leo Sayers had that. Yeah.
What are you guys? Donnie Baker? It was Leo Sayer. It's not Leo Sayers.
Whatever. That's right. There's Gail
Sayers,
Leo Sayers. Yeah,
There
big
you
difference. I'll take Gail.
Just give me 18 inches of daylight. That's all I need.
Yeah, but
I feel like that was his only choice with hair, though. Didn't it seem like that
That's
was
what I
what
thought.
his hair
It
was?
Yeah, it's not like he could
amazingly.
have a buzz
I don't
cut.
think.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a permanent.
it was
I think
kind.
that
Of,
was
it was kind of his trademark, though.
Yeah, it worked for him.
It's cool. Look, it would bounce while he did his moves.
Did you guys see the Pauly Shore documentary where he plays
No.
Richard Simmons?
I didn't think they went ahead and did that.
They did it. It was really short.
It was a short one.
Yeah, really short.
But he
And,
wants to make a feature film.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's trying to get funding for it, but
Well,
Richard wasn't behind it.
he does kind of. They
Yeah.
favor
Yeah.
each other.
They do, yeah. If you Google the side by side with him in costume,
And you want me to find out the thing about the Fellini movie?
What?
which Fellini movie?
Richard Simmons was in a Fellini movie.
Oh,
Playing a fat child or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was eating.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Monty Python, Meaning of Life?
Mr. Creosote?
Mr. Creosote, you could only eat one.
I remember this from something. I'll have
It's
to.
a whiff thin.
Here it is. Here we go. I found it.
Oh, okay.
Richard Simmons went to Italy as a foreign exchange student and
Tom,
ended up,
it's Italy.
and then ended up doing peanut butter commercials and a variety of eating scenes for director Federico Fellini in the film Fellini's Satyricon.
A variety of eating scenes.
He told the Associated Press, quote, I was fat, had curly hair. The Italians thought I was hysterical. I was the life of the party. His life changed after getting an anonymous letter saying,
You're fat.
quote, one dark rainy day I went into my car and found a note. It said, Dear Richard, you're very funny, but fat people die young. Please don't die.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he had a good run.
Went on a crash diet, later gained back 65 pounds, but was able to devise a sensible plan to take off the pounds and keep them off. So there we go.
Was he the Meal-a-Deal guy or whatever the hell? Deal-a-Meal?
Deal-a-Meal. I think so.
Where it was like a series of cards that helped you with your diet and menu planning and stuff?
It's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you ate those instead of potato chips, you'd lose weight. I don't remember. I think you're right. Yeah, he was a nice guy. I'm sorry to see him.
He seemed like a friendly, an affable chap. If you will.
But he's helping people. No matter how big you are, it's good to get exercise.
Well,
and
don't
get
make him sound
yourself
like
in
a
the ring.
charity. He made money.
Oh, yeah.
But he was still helping people.
Well,
a lot of people are afraid to start exercising because they're maybe a little too big, and they're, hey, go for it. It'll help you.
That's right.
Okay.
See how far you could run first time. Go ahead.
No, but I mean, okay. Who else died over the weekend?
Hattie Weiner. Do you guys remember her?
Hattie Weiner?
Yeah.
I don't-
Known as the world's oldest cougar.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
Really?
I don't remember
Yep.
this person.
According to the New York Times, Ms. Weiner died on June 21st at the age of 88.
her last name's Weiner.
It is.
What are we supposed to do?
The former dancer and therapist earned a measure of celebrity in her 70s for sleeping with younger men and promoting what she said were the anti-aging benefits of her lifestyle.
All right.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Tabloids called her the Tender Granny
Good for her.
and the oldest cougar in the world.
And there are young men who really appreciated her work.
Yeah.
I remember, she was on some TV show.
Yeah, it wasn't until she was featured on Strange Sex, a 2010 documentary series on TLC, that she began to enjoy her sort of B-list fame.
She's not my type, but I'm sure men out there enjoy
She's
her.
got legs like umbrella stands.
Well, let's see the top of her.
You don't want to see the top.
Oh.
Yeah, she was famous. Her guys would be looking at her into the eyes, and she'd be going.
Wow.
They'd look at her in the eyes, and she'd go, "Hey, my boobs are down here."
her boobs aren't my concern. It's her.
In the last year or so, Ms.
Those
Wiener earned a
objectionable
modest living by posting erotic photos and videos on OnlyFans.
Oh, of who?
Erotic photos.
I'm sure there's a market for that.
There is, of course.
Yeah.
Find some erotic photos of Hattie Wiener.
I'm afraid my phone will short circuit. Did you mean to look at anything else? Ask Google.
Wasn't she the one that had the Keg OKY commercials? Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of this.
Do you think?
Well,
you never know.
Sorry to see you go.
Can you buy it in
bulk?
Large tubs? Yeah, bulk.
Yeah.
KY jelly?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing the adult cinema needs it on
Do you
set.
know that Astroglide, a tube of that has the stars and the moon on it? Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Is that the Astro part?
I was just looking at a tube a couple days ago.
I'm just terrified the ghost of Shannon Doherty's going to walk in and go, Hattie got second? Richard Simmons, then the oldest cougar?
Wait a minute. She wouldn't get second.
She's not even going to get second.
Because
Shannon's not even going to get third?
No, because
Dr. Ruth Westheimer, America's pioneering sex therapist, has also passed away.
Yeah, I remember I read the news, and didn't most of America, when they read that she died, went, again?
Yeah. Dr. Ruth died Friday at her home in New York City.
She was always 75.
Yes.
I don't know why she was a celebrity.
At 4'7" tall,
I don't get it.
Dr.
She was
Ruth
everywhere.
rose to fame in the 1980s by offering comprehensive sex education on her radio show that turned into a TV program.
I think it's because she was a little old lady, and,
Yeah.
and the dichotomy of her talking about sex was interesting to people.
Throws you off.
Like sex talk.
And
with Ava
actually,
Braun.
Yeah.
she thanks.
Yes, you take your penis.
But thanks to her, well, keep reading. I think it even
she
says so.
normalized the use of words like penis and vagina on radio and TV and defended marginalized groups, including gay men, during the height of the AIDS epidemic. Dr. Ruth also wrote more than 40 books demystifying sex with both rationality and humor.
40 books?
Mm-hmm.
How much is there to write?
Jeez.
I only have 37. I'm missing 3 of her books? Yeah. Son of a gun.
She is survived by 2 children, Joel and Miriam, and
Who are
4
also very old.
4 grandchildren.
Area old woman has area old.
Yeah, but she was great, and she was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't on the show, was she? You're going to tell me she was.
Yeah,
she was parking
she was.
the cars one
Yes.
time.
No,
She
we
was in here.
No, we
Satellite.
talked to her by satellite.
Oh. Don't remember it.
And she was she had a very thick accent, and we had the famous knockoff on this show.
Weisboner?
Dr. Ruth Weisboner.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Ruth Weisboner.
I remember.
Can you do the one about the dance floor? Can you do that?
I think we need the music, though. Can we do it without the music?
I forget what music. It's the music box music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could dig that out.
I think we absolutely should.
Yeah, but more sad news. The actress Shannon Doherty also died over the weekend. So, wow.
Yeah. I don't have a story for her.
She was kind of crabby, though, right? Wasn't she?
She had brain cancer. Give her a break.
Well, before then, she had a reputation of being tough on sets and sort of but who cares?
Yeah.
It's spoiled Hollywood, and you're going to come across some people that are
True.
Yeah, whenever I hear that an actor's a jerk, you shouldn't be surprised when you hear that. Generally, they're kind of jerks, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, something's up to make them. Yeah.
There it is.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ruth Weisboner.
Dr. Ruth, good to see you.
Got the mail here. I have questions.
Oh, that's right. People send you questions. That's right.
Yes, I'm trying to do that right now.
Okay,
This is called the setup.
Uh-huh.
Dear Dr. Ruth, I need to know the answer to the following question. What part of your body should not move during sex?
Oh, gee.
Of course, that's an easy one. The part of your body that should not move during sex,
Your bowels.
That's right, your bowels. Oh, my goodness.
Where has this been since I've been here?
Oh, you never heard that?
Oh, we could bring back that.
I don't know why not.
These are my images of you laughing most in the world. Is that your own joke about poop?
Right,
You just
right,
lean
right,
back.
right.
It's this you look so stress-free.
He really does take some time with it, doesn't he? Yeah.
You look so pure, full
yeah.
of joy in this moment.
Yep.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, Dr. Ruth, wow. Yeah, and
how did she get started? Who discovered her?
Oh,
if you
God,
will?
I forget the origin story. I can find out. But I remember at one point one of the
she was part of Operation Paperclip.
I want to say,
well, she was
Maury Povich had something to do with it, or maybe
could be. She was famous for never turning down a show. That was her. That
She showed up on everything.
Yeah, she was everywhere, and it's a good thing. I mean, she was, promoting a lot of positive stuff. So, but yeah, it certainly broke a lot of the rules in radio and television.
There's a very famous underground sex tape of her and Dr. Joyce Brothers scissoring.
Oh, God.
That's also a lie.
I'd heard about
It's called Dr. Squared.
Or is it Doc Goose?
Anything? Doc Goose is better.
Doc Goose? Huh? Oh, nothing from you.
No, I'm so stunned that Doc Goose would be a great title for a show.
Like a straight ahead health.
Health
show?
It could be like a veterinarian show for birds.
Oh,
I'm wondering
Wildly
if
specific.
What'd you say?
Wildly
Well, there's
specific.
that Dr. Pol, P-O-L. He goes to farms and helps cows and horses and stuff.
Emergency vet or something?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that-
There's all kinds
like
of
the farm vets,
Yes.
the big animal vets. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like you have a horse with a twisted colon, and they got to
go in there?
Yeah.
You got to go in their beehole and untwist it.
Is that right?
You're practically a doctor when you get that technical. They've got to go in your beehole. What's the difference between the A-hole and the B-hole?
Oh, it's negligible.
Depends on who's talking.
We take it for granted that we don't have a job that requires us to have shoulder-length gloves.
Yeah. Well, you take yeah. Food for us comes in packages with plastic on it.
We should
Have you
Yeah.
seen there's a video of a mama cow and a little calf behind her at the back end, and the mama cow goes to the bathroom all over the baby cow's head.
Oh, boy.
And I laughed at that for about 25 minutes. I felt so dirty.
Oh, God.
Okay, never mind.
Well, goodbye to Dr. Ruth.
Yeah.
You think she went to? You think she went upstairs or downstairs? What do you think?
Well, she had a very tough life. I mean, you look at her background.
Wasn't she smuggled out of Poland in a beer stein or something? Wasn't she? Tiny little woman.
Sure, it was a beer. I think she was. I believe she was under 5 feet by
4'7".
4'7".
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's.
I think that's technically a little
No.
person.
No.
A
But
dwarf.
that's still very tiny. But
Yeah.
but she was.
All right.
And now, what have you got coming up over there?
The Haktua girl won't go away.
Oh, come on, Tom.
We got sheep
Don't
that are
blame me.
really, really high.
I love her.
High sheep.
Really high sheep.
Bah, man.
Golden, golden retrievers in the news.
Big sweeties.
And Wheel of Fortune might be losing another part of the show.
That's what I heard.
Uh-oh.
And we got.
They're getting rid of the wheel. It's going to be the list of fortune. Very a bold move.
Just pick between 1 and 10.
3. That's right. You win.
And we've got things that smell bad in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. We've had a snake show. What else did we talk about so far this morning?
Weird hairdos.
The Hitler hairdo.
I don't think that's what we
Not
said.
dwell on that. By the way, I did get this message.
All right.
I want to thank Kyle for pointing out that you can buy a 35-gallon container of KY jelly.
Holy cow.
35 gallons?
What else can you do with KY?
That's the thing. That can't just be
Right?
for
Yeah.
sex.
Slip and slide? Make a slip and slide way better?
Oh, well, don't they have KY jelly wrestling? Like a baby pool and put women in there and dump it in there?
That's Jell-O, I thought.
But that'd be
they can do
intimidating, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh, if you saw that on like the nightstand of a date.
Yeah, you walk.
Oh, jeez.
How about a 55-gallon drum with just a pump on the top?
Yeah, very, very intimate. Okay, well, let's.
You ever use KY jelly, Tom?
All right.
Yes,
I don't remember.
I honestly haven't.
Didn't they come out?
I
with
don't think it's not good. I don't think it's good for you.
Isn't it flavored? Isn't that the new thing?
No.
There
flavor
are
anything,
flavored
yeah.
lubes, aren't there?
Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah. 100%.
And isn't it the state jelly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky?
Yeah. That is very silly.
Blackberry,
That's why it's called KY
grape,
jelly.
KY.
KY.
A 35-year-old woman is behind bars in a Tampa, Florida jail
Good.
after police.
You know what
Lock
I call
'em all
that? A good start. Lock them up. Lock them up.
After police spotted her, quote, vigorously pleasuring herself in public.
Beating it like a speed bag.
Officers have been dispatched to a local park following a report of a male that was passed out with his pants down. Upon arrival at Bayview Park around 6:30 a.m. Tuesday, officers realized that the subject lying on the ground was actually a woman. Officer Frank Betts, who told a fellow police officer that he watched the suspect vigorously stimulating herself.
For how long?
The report.
Wait a minute. I need 8 more minutes. I'm
The
gathering evidence.
Hold up, Muldoon.
Right.
I got to see where this is going.
The report does not indicate how long the officer observed the solo crime being committed.
Stop, or I'll shoot. Off.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
So she was vigorously. I love the way they put that word in there. Mm-hmm. So they arrested her then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you can't do that in public.
That's my favorite game, meth or bath salts.
Yeah.
That's probably a meth thing, right?
6:30 a.m.
It's kind of nice to hear that a woman's doing this for a change.
You can't predict when the love bug's going to bite.
What a better way to start your day. Wake up, go to the park, have some fun, get your coffee after.
That's always my rule. Sex first thing in the morning. That way nobody has a chance to say something stupid and wreck the day. You know what I mean? Like you just get it out of the way before you even talk to each other.
That's a really good way to look at it. Let's get it out of the way.
The chore, I believe, is
I like nobody has a chance to say something stupid. You do not suffer fools. John.
That is the tough part about being a woman. Is it like guys? It's like she could say something so awful to you and then go, "Do you want to have sex?" Yeah,
exactly. But
some guy says the most dumb thing, and now
it kind of wrecks it.
I won't be turned on for 3 weeks.
You know, I tried that. I actually did this. Hey, I'm not calling you a B word. You're acting like a B word.
Oh, yeah.
I tried that.
Oh, I'm sorry. In that case, I'm sorry. I misunderstood, honey. May I service you?
Yeah. Now, you want to have sex or not? Let's go.
You ever try the comparison thing?
Yeah.
Where you go, oh, well, that's the kind of thing Zelda would have done.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Insert name.
God,
yeah. Right.
By the way, just in case you never tried it,
Yeah.
I'll give you a little tip here. Doesn't work.
You're acting just like...
You sound just like insert my ex-wife's last name.
The triumvirate of either ex-wife, her mom, or her sister.
Yeah.
Oof.
Never ends well.
Never pleasing.
I'll get this is a little more nuanced. If let's just say, how can I rephrase this whole thing?
You better be going somewhere with this.
Let's just say I'll do this. I'll throw this at you, Josh. Let's just say, no, I can't do it that way. I'm not sure I'd get this out without ruining anybody's life.
Go ahead.
Oh, I know. Here's what I can do it this way.
If I leave the room, is it easier to make this joke?
No. Chick, you're an only child, right?
Yes, I am.
Let's just have a little fantasy. Let's just say your brother, was going on and on and on about what a awful person his wife was.
Right? Oh, yeah.
And then you agreed with him.
Oh.
No.
Don't
Never do it.
Don't do that.
Because, sure enough, 10 days from now, they're back together.
Yeah.
I know what you said about my ex-wife or my wife. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then especially when he goes, yeah, and my brother Chick agreed. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Now she knows that.
Oh, yeah.
You're a dead man.
No,
there
everything
goes
about
my
that is-
Christmas invite.
These are some great tips.
Yeah.
We're really helping people today.
Do you think people invite themselves into other people's relationships as far as advice goes or judgment? Don't they do that too much? Don't you think?
Yeah, there are some people who do that too much.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you got to be careful opening yourself up.
That's yes, yeah.
What
but I
do you
kind of
mean?
always assume it's something that's going on. It's like, no, you're not. Something's wrong with your relationship if you're that wanting
Yes.
to get into
If
mine.
they want to weigh in on
And I find it troubling.
You two appear happy. I'll put a stop to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't weigh in on this. You're not dating a woman who's 3'7" like I am. That kind of thing.
Right.
What would you know about coupling with
I can
this
get no
kind
advice.
of physical anomaly that I'm struggling with?
I only date women with physical anomalies.
As a matter of fact, I love that
I'm
name.
not saying there's anything wrong with that.
No.
They call her Annie.
It's my thing.
Anomaly.
Okay, anomaly. So we've covered up all the deaths in the news today.
We did, yeah.
We had some sad news.
Yeah.
Well, other people died. We just can't go over everybody.
No, but I mean, in the world of showbiz of sorts, Dr. Ruth, Richard Simmons, Shannon Doherty, the actress.
It's been a busy couple weeks
It
for
really
obituary
has,
writers.
yeah.
It really has.
Busy season.
Yeah.
How often do you watch, let's say, the Oscars, and they do the
in memoriams?
The memorial, and you go, I didn't know they
Yeah. Turner Classic always puts together a really great one at the end of the year, and it's really sad, yeah. But a celebration at the same time.
You feel bad for the folks that died between the time they finished that editing and the like a guy that dies on the 30th of December.
Yeah, so we'll see you next year.
And then they forget.
Yeah.
they get gypped.
It is tough.
Yeah.
Don't you want to punch somebody who says, don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened.
A little bit. It's a wonderful sentiment, but it's
certainly is.
difficult.
For a mature person, it's a wonderful sentiment.
Speaking of sentiments, I got this one for you from Valerie. This is for you, I think, Josh. There's nothing better for the inside of a person than the outside of a horse.
Oh, well, how about that?
That's nice.
Said by Will Rogers.
I've got a couple guesses for the inside of a person.
All right.
I'd like to
What'd you say?
out.
What'd you say?
Inside of a person.
Being gross.
Oh, I see. Oh, is this where you're fisting again?
What was that 35-year-old woman? What was she doing? Playing with herself?
Yeah.
Real hard.
Vigorously.
Where?
At
In
the
a park.
There she is. Boy.
I use a little moisture on that thing.
Yeah, man, oh man, and it's
dry. We're going to come right back. We'll wet the show down. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Wow, this house is cute. But can I really get in the game in this economy? I do have savings, and I am responsible-ish. I should bury it. I'm being wild. But what if I'm not being wild, though? Could I actually score a...
Kick off your home buying journey with Zillow's new BuyAbility tool. It makes it easy to find out what you can afford, so you can get off the bench and onto the playing field with confidence. Check your BuyAbility, only on Zillow.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac News Desk. There's Willie Griswold. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. Has that Ace Cosby joke of the day on the way. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick isn't just anywhere.
No.
You're at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Still using TP? Dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Dude Wipes.
Dude Wipes.
All right. Thank you very much, Chickster.
They're also good if you go in, if you come in from the golf course.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, I just need a nice cleansing in certain areas. Yep. The bat wing areas, if you will.
The bat wing, the brain.
Yes.
The
bat wing.
When
your
your scrotal tissue sticks to your thigh, and
looks like a bat
when you
wing.
kind of stretch your leg, it can bat wing out.
Have you ever held a bat? It's like a tennis ball, a leather covered tennis ball.
I've petted it.
Wings coming
You
out.
say petted?
Pet.
Oh, you mean the critter, the bat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no way Tom's held a bat.
Caressed?
But
You
no. I've
could get
pet
bitten
one.
by a bat, right?
Yeah, you can. That's probably bad.
That's rabies, right?
I think it's instant rabies.
I don't know.
I mean, it's better than vampirism.
Yeah, it is.
If that's
Yeah.
a word. But
I remember walking down this dirt road.
oh yeah, you and Steve Earle. Yeah, go ahead.
Walking down a dirt road and feeling these weird things. So, don't worry, that's just the bats swooping around.
Yeah, they come so close to your head.
Really?
Didn't Christy at one point want a bat box? Isn't that what
did.
they call
And I
those?
do too. Yeah. They're very cool
Hmm.
and really good for them.
I've tried everything. I can't get hummingbirds to stop at my house. I can't get them to come. No.
Do you have a hummingbird feeder?
I did. I've tried
And it
3 or
didn't
4.
work?
I've tried 3 or 4 hummingbird feeders. I think it might be my dog's over eagerness of welcoming them to the house.
I see.
Okay, well, coming up we have a dog story on the way.
Ace, you know why hummingbirds hum, right?
They've got the lyrics.
Yeah.
They don't know the words.
Right. Yeah. But they forgot the lyrics is another word.
That works.
Lyrics.
Well, if you're going to call on
Miley's
Ace,
fun.
maybe it's that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick,
Yes, Ace.
what's better than a tuna sandwich?
Oh, boy.
What's better than a tuna sandwich? I don't know, Ace. What?
A three-nut sandwich.
A three-nut
That was
sandwich.
Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That is unacceptable.
Don't you have an Aunt Thrina? Huh? Oh,
That's a nice tag.
trying to have fun.
That's okay.
Probably an
We
aunt.
now raise that hunk
yeah,
raise that hunk into a C minus.
Is that
It's
what you're
passing, I think.
And Thrina? Yeah, sure. That's interesting. What happened to Jess Hooker?
Yeah, what the hell?
I think she might be under the weather.
I mean, let's be honest. She's been phoning it in all morning.
Oh, she's not. I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, boy.
No. I'm just trying to make a
Willie, you got a news story over there?
silk purse out of
Yeah,
Sal's
let's
ear.
see if I can read out loud today.
All right.
Wheel of Fortune is reportedly... I can't
Already
read out
messed
loud
up?
today. I already did it. You see that? I did reporting. What a fool I am. Come on, Will. Get it together. Wheel of Fortune is reportedly considering Kim Kardashian as a replacement for Vanna White.
I
What?
told Tom this the other morning, and he poo-pooed it and didn't want to hear about it, and now here we are. It's a news story. What are you going to
Radar-
do when she starts doing that?
Radar
I'm
Online
gonna
reports...
continue to not watch.
Oh.
Radar Online reports that Miss White and Ryan Seacrest have been struggling to find a rhythm since Mr. Seacrest replaced Pat Sajak as host.
I wonder what Seacrest stands for. Ryan Seacrest. Like Charles or
Colgate?
Boy, you guys are not giving me any.
Well,
that one made Ace's joke look good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Producers are reportedly eyeing Kardashian as a potential replacement if Miss White decides to step away from
This
the
is
role.
all speculation.
Yeah, exactly. This sounds like one of those rumors that the internet makes up and then get some traction.
And the answer, once again, is that ass.
You know, there's nothing to what Vanna White does anymore.
But people like her.
Yeah, I understand that. But, I mean, she doesn't make them letters by touching the bottom.
No, she used to flip them.
She used to
Yes.
flip the letters around. Yes.
They had to be manually turned. Did you know
Yes.
that, Willie?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Well, when she touches it, does she trigger it herself, or
No.
is there a producer with the computer off?
Computers lining the letters up.
You know what? They're just telling us lies every damn day.
Yeah. Nothing. Everything you know is wrong. Is that a Little Feat record? Yeah. Everything you know is wrong?
No, that's a Fire Sign Theater.
That's right.
But I guess they film that show like 3 days a month.
Oh, sure, and months in advance. But all those game shows.
Because the Pat Sajak ones are still the ones that are running.
Yes.
Would
even
you
though
give me a recommendation if I go out there and I'm the new Johnny Gilbert for Wheel of Fortune?
What, you mean the booth announcer?
Yeah. Come on down from the Alex Trebek Theater, huh? Come on.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to skew younger. I think if they got Kim Kardashian doing it, they'd have people under 90 watching the show.
Oh, I see.
I honestly have nothing against Kim Kardashian. I think she's actually quite a savvy business person. But this is odd.
Mm-hmm.
It's an odd choice. And what have they been working together for 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And they're having trouble finding a rhythm? Yeah, of course.
Well, Vanna went on vacation at one point, and Pat Sajak's daughter took over for a week or two.
Oh.
I thought.
It's the old phrase, it's not brain surgery.
She doesn't do anything. She just walks in front
But
of
people like her, so she's,
I'm surprised she stayed. I thought it would have been a Carson-type deal where Doc and Ed left when
I imagine
Johnny left.
the several $1 million a year come in handy.
Yeah, sure.
We're working 3 days a month.
I think she should hold the letters, physically hold them in her, like books on when you go, and she has to look for the letter that is guessed.
Oh, that's funny. Just constantly. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
just constantly.
Do we have any of those?
Oh, was it a C?
Just
Okay,
shuffling.
LNSTRE.
Kim Kardashian's doing it. Kim, it's not BJ again. Come on. Learn the alphabet, babe.
And I don't think it would be BJ at all. Tom.
HJ.
Over the waistband handy might be one.
Okay.
That would be one.
That'd be the
Entertainment
phrase.
journalist Rob Shooter told the site that the 43-year-old Skims founder is at the top of the list. He added, Kim is a very close friend of Ryan's and would bring a whole new audience to the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were buddies.
So this is random speculation.
His company produces the Kardashian show.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
oh, jeez.
So Kim Kardashian has something to do with Skims bodysuits?
Yeah, it's all her, man.
Is that her?
Yeah, Skims, it's like the shapewear. So it's
Right.
bras and leggings. I've never worn any of it, but I think there's guys' stuff. She sponsors the NBA and the WNBA.
Is it like it's like a Spanx thing, right? But
yeah,
they call them
it's
Skims?
exactly that.
Okay.
It's different though. There's multiple skin tones. You can get only one arm, so that way you can wear a dress without.
It's huge,
an arm.
isn't it?
Yeah, people really
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, those Kardashians know how to make
right.
money.
But does she need the gig?
Well,
but if they give her $5 million a year, why wouldn't you just go do it for 2 or 3 months?
She's already, her father was a billionaire.
It seems boring, doesn't it?
OJ's buddy.
It doesn't seem like it has enough juice for Kim.
It kind of doesn't.
Unless they have like Rap Week or something. Then maybe.
Rap Week.
I don't know. Why wouldn't they? Dr.
yeah,
Dre,
well, yeah,
Dr. Dre and Snoop, I'd watch that.
I would watch that too, playing Wheel of Fortune.
Absolutely.
She'll probably meet her next husband.
I don't think I'd watch them on Jeopardy. Wrong again, Snoop.
I'm sure there are certain categories
I'm
where
sure.
Snoop Dogg would be sort of an expert.
I'm sure
Things
that
like
Snoop,
Well, it's not
Okay.
biomechanics.
Snoop has a surprising IQ, I would bet. He's a savvy businessman.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
He's absolutely.
He is a
People love
savvy
him.
businessman.
And we have coming up, since we're talking about Snoop, we do have cannabis in the news in a very odd way. Did we do the story about the dead body they found in Peru?
No.
On the post-avalanche 22 years after the fact?
Oh, my gosh, no.
Oh, I can do that one real quick.
Is it a person? Do they look like they're about to be, are they frozen in a pose like they're about to be hit by an avalanche?
Yeah. Do they look like they're in 2002? Are they wearing their midriff exposed by any chance? Maybe low-rise jeans.
You didn't go through
An
that.
Ed
did you?
Hardy shirt.
High school football, we had the half shirts. They were mesh.
I wanted to wear it so bad. I was too chubby. I was
They
too
had-
chubby. It was embarrassing.
They had a solid to go over your shoulder pads, and then from like your sternum down was fishnet.
Yes.
And we all looked like bouncers at a very particular
Isn't that interesting?
nightclub.
The guy who invented those I had no idea these would be popular with young athletes and the very gay. That audience is
there was, and I wasn't, but there were a couple of guys. They would go to school wearing those.
Scott Glenn wears them in
Yes.
Urban Cowboy.
Yes, he does.
He's like the definition of machismo or whatever, but he has no business.
Yeah,
wearing
but it looks cool when my friend Richie was showing off his abs. It didn't look cool when I was showing off my budding stretch marks. It's not a good look.
Well, coming up, we'll see what this body that has been on ice, literally. We'll find out about what happened with that. Also, we have unusual cannabis news, And the Hawk Tua girl is in the news again. And happy news about golden retrievers.
I hope she's making so much money.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
A rare all-boys edition.
That's right.
Just like my high school.
Oh, yeah. Jess, a little bit under the weather. She had to... either that or she's had it with all of us, man.
Yeah, it's
very
easy
real.
I'll tell you what, I didn't know she wasn't feeling well. Then when she wasn't here for the last break, I'm thinking, well, maybe today was the day. I forgot what kind of stupid things we'd said, but I'm sure there's something in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's actionable.
How many people have just walked off the show? I know I have.
You mean guests?
Yeah, well, or staff, or
guests.
Just the one guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we know of. There may have been plenty of guests that have been polite enough to go, you know what, I got to get going.
Have you ever felt compelled to leave the show for whatever reason?
Yes, but I haven't. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm since you didn't say what it was, I'm sure it was something I said.
No. It's
why would you think that?
It's been more so of like, oh, I'm not in the right headspace. This is
headspace?
Yeah.
How do you quantify something like that? I mean, look, what we do is not easy, okay? This is
nobody
tough.
believes that, by the way.
No, nobody. But you do have to be in some sort. You would need to check whatever problems you're having.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And go forward.
So I've had to take some deep breaths and go, oh no, I need to change my attitude here.
You know what, though? Sometimes it's fun to bring your problems in here, take them out on you guys, give it a shot sometime.
Isn't it funny how it's instantly contagious?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I think. Later on, you're in therapy, and you're going, I don't know. I was just worried about my friend this weekend, and I yelled at Josh for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like peeing in a pool.
Well, and then you forgot, though, the follow-up is, I immediately felt better after yelling at Josh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you do?
Oh, God, yes.
No, I'm the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I lose my cool, it's guilt for 3 days. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's that like?
Self-poisoning.
No, I'll tell you what, we're asking the wrong person. Because Ace here has never missed a day of work. Am I correct in saying you've never missed a day of work?
That is correct.
Will you please start?
You've been doing this for what? Almost 50 years. Am I right about that also?
Around there, give or take.
Give or take, okay.
And Ace is a pretty clean guy. I don't think he regrets anything he says. I will say, though, sometimes I'll make a joke and I'll look at Ace and he's just nodding his head no. Like he's just so not pleased to even be in the room with such crass people.
No, I think it's and he's got a pretty low bar. We've established that when it comes to jokes.
What?
Well, I've on a couple occasions had to get up and leave, but just because I was physically ill in the middle of a show.
Oh, yeah, that's
I've
tough.
puked into this wastebasket.
Oh, no.
I mean, sometimes the stuff hits you quick.
Sure.
And we've all had to get up in the middle of a break. Go to the back.
Yes.
There's an urgent issue.
Yeah.
That's probably the most unseen problem of doing a show like this is that you need to Monday through Friday you need to have the same schedule, and Saturday and Sunday or a vacation you can't
Right.
get off schedule.
It really throws it off.
It really throws everything off because you can't do anything of a major transaction variety while we're on the air.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of being able to put on American Pie.
No.
Or Inagata DeVita.
Yeah, but back in the day, that would be. Yeah, if you heard Whip and Post, someone was trying to get himself free tickets to a show by rogering some random fan.
It's all going to be in the book.
Let's go back 22 years.
Oh,
I
all
teased
right.
this before. Headline: Body of American climber buried by an avalanche 22 years ago in Peru, found in ice.
Wow. They just found him?
Yeah, back in 2002, Bill Stamfel and two friends were climbing the 22,000-foot peak called, Huascaran. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, in Peru.
Which is Peruvian for avalanche peak. They should have known, really.
They were caught in an avalanche.
It took us by surprise.
In June, Mr. Stamfel's son, Joseph, received a call from a stranger who had come across the climber's frozen body during his ascent.
Boy, that's a bittersweet call, isn't it?
They have recovered the body, and they're going to have him cremated there in the ashes, as it says here, repatriated. In other words, they'll bring him back here.
Oh, my.
Quite the opposite, going from frozen to burned.
Mm-hmm.
You know how your hands feel when you come inside and it's really cold and they start to, like, needles and tingle when you get warm? Can you imagine your entire body frozen for that long? Oh, no. It's almost not worth it.
So obviously what's happening is due to climate change.
He said doo-doo.
It did sound like he said doo-doo.
Oh, sorry.
It's poop.
The ice, whatever, is melting. So this is happening at Everest too, right?
It's global warming. Everybody knows it. Even average intelligent.
Did you see the photograph of the guy?
I did not.
Yeah, it's like Wile E. Coyote. He's holding a sign that says "Yikes," like Wile E. Coyote.
What's the name of that movie with John Lone in it? It's a caveman.
Oh yeah,
Frozen
Iceman.
Iceman. I think it is Iceman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. And I have trouble watching that because he's so gross looking.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I know what happened to him. He hasn't done anything in a while. He's a loner.
John Lone?
Lone.
Yeah. He's always borrowing things.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Don't know who it is. Now, we'll go to Willie at the news desk over there. Willie G is now manning.
This will be fun.
Manning the SILAC news desk.
Haley Welch, the infamous Hawk Tua girl, reportedly saved a hat company with a $10,000 loan. Fathead Threads has been selling Hawk Tua hats for several weeks, but its founder, Jason Poteet, said the majority of the $190,000 in sales were being withheld by PayPal because the company reportedly believed he was running a fraudulent business. With over 2,500 orders to fill and just $2,000 in the account, Mr. Poteet was in desperate need of cash. According to TMZ, Miss Welch has loaned $10,000 to Mr. Poteet to keep the business moving.
I wonder if she gets a cut of the sales, and so this is, she's just investing in sort of her own business here.
Yeah, sounds like it. And it sounds like, $190,000 in sales. Sounds like she should be paid pretty soon. Figure it out, PayPal. Come on, man.
And how many orders are being fulfilled now because she?
2,500.
Okay, so let's say it's even just $20 a hat.
Exactly.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, man, she's going to be good.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats, the Chick McGee Show hats are still in my garage.
Oh, really?
And over the weekend, I also found Chick McGee Show T-shirts that I didn't know I had.
How about that? Are you going to put them up somewhere?
Like many. Depending on response, we'll see what happens.
A chick I've offered to wear a hat to increase sales.
Well, as soon as you come across with $35, you can
Well,
take the money and run, Haley.
It just seems like this so far doesn't sound too good if she's the one paying him.
Yes, but let's say he went to her initially and said, hey, I'm going to sell these hats. You get 25% or whatever. It's worth it to her to give the $10,000 until PayPal releases that money.
I understand if you see her, I guess the big thing is you want her to spit shine it for you. And then
the hat?
See, how do you explain that when she'll be one of these TV like reality show people fairly soon?
Maybe. Hopefully she explains it by waving to you as she passes you on her yacht.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's savvy and smart.
Kim Kardashian is famous for an explicit sex tape, but that's kind of been lost.
But she parlayed it, yeah.
So we'll see how Hawk Tuo.
I haven't really cared too much about this Haley person. I mean, I have nothing against her at all. But she was like, I saw a video of her talking, and she seemed like a really down to earth.
She's very likable.
Yeah, and she seemed like
cute, innocent,
fun, and
non-calculating.
She was debunking a lot of rumors out there about how she had been a teacher. She never was.
I don't think it was what she said so much as she was sincere.
She was having fun.
She was having a great time.
Yeah,
and in whatever 8 seconds.
And guys, guys seeing that and them being that into it, that's erotic. Oh, yes.
Okay, let's move on now. What do you got, Willie?
A flock of sheep began acting in an odd manner after eating over 200 pounds of cannabis from a greenhouse in Greece.
Whoa. The first cannabis wasn't fried in Greece.
Oh, really? Where was it fried?
Good luck, Josh.
French fries. I think I nailed it.
Ace, you want to take that?
Done.
So
wrap it up, send it to the Hall of Fame.
So you're saying that the sheep are going, man?
Local media reports that the incident occurred in the town of Almeros. A shepherd had noticed his flock acting strangely after they returned from grazing, saying they were jumping higher than goats, which never happens. The owner of the medical marijuana greenhouse says his plants were already heavily damaged by a heat wave and flooding when the sheep consumed nearly all of what he had left.
Wow. Boy, that guy he had a rough season.
I hear, though, you can smoke their poop and get high.
Oh, I'll pass.
Yeah.
That'd be such
Boy, this is some good...
That'd be such a great rumor to start. Because hey, listen, man, before you go to the fish show, I'm smoking sheep poop. Get you really high.
I just like that he said that they were jumping higher than the goats.
That must have been quite a sight.
Must have been something to witness, man. I've never seen a sheep jump like that.
Yeah, do sheep jump? I thought goats jumped. The sheep just kind of low-key.
They seem low-key.
Yeah.
The grays.
I think that's why they're so accessible to perverted shepherds. They don't put up that much of a fight, apparently. And the wool's got to feel kind of good.
Really? You can hold on to them by that?
Well, yeah, it's like a cashmere sweater or something. I don't know.
Really, really soft.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
How does Christy just hear you talk like this and then just go, well, from the science desk?
She's a saint.
An impossible feat. From the science desk.
Science!
Scientists have developed a spacesuit that can turn urine into drinking water.
I would not be the first to try it.
Inspired?
Nope, we're not there yet, fellas.
Oh, my gosh.
Inspired by the still suits in the sci-fi classic Dune, the prototype collects the wearer's urine through a silicone cup and catheter. The liquid is then purified through an osmosis system and is then returned to the astronaut through a drinking tube within 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Question.
Too quick of turnover time.
The temperature-wise,
what do you mean?
It might be...
In 5 minutes, it's going to be warm.
Well, that's okay. You're still getting moisture, water.
Yeah,
You need that.
I mean, that's the main thing.
What do you want? A way to make ice, too?
Exactly.
Your body doesn't like to drink cold water.
It doesn't?
No, it's harder for it to...
I thought you're supposed to drink a tall glass of cold water first thing every day, right?
Water. Just room temperature, ideally for your digestive system.
But not urine.
And not vodka? Is that possible?
No, I think vodka's what you...
I think that's okay, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what your body craves.
But room temperature. If you're icing it down.
I thought I was in trouble there.
Actually, how do you drink vodka, Chick? And I'm saying you sort of universally. Mm-hmm. Is it mostly served chilled or warm or?
Chilled, absolutely chilled. You keep a bottle in the freezer at all times.
Okay.
Just in case. You need to get in there and take a slug after you, maybe you get an unexpected text or some sort of feedback from
So you're a reactionary drinker.
Yes.
You only drink when you get a bad text.
I truly do drink to forget.
Oh, okay.
How's it working?
Well, it has its moments.
Interesting.
So this is a space suit collecting the urine, it's at a catheter, so they would have to catheterize the lady astronauts as well?
Yeah, I would imagine. Or some sort of, funnel system.
Yeah.
It must be more difficult to catheter a woman than it is a guy, right?
It seems like it would be.
It's got to be really, really difficult to put a catheter in a woman.
Couldn't you just put like a cup over it, essentially, though? I'm going to sound so dumb.
No.
right now.
I think that would be bad for the vulva because it would be kind of swimming in urine.
But in space,
no one can hear you pee.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the gravity...
What do you mean?
If it's in a tube, I think it would be okay. The force of...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah.
Have you ever... You had a catheter last time you were in the hospital. Yeah.
But so this suit, in other words, you don't have to get up if you're doing a spacewalk or whatever. How soon before gamers get a hold of this thing? And I was in Mom's basement for 3 days, never had to get up from my seat.
Yes. I mean, we all know that some gamers wear adult diapers, like in Asian countries, because they're playing 24 hours a day.
Right.
We've had that story.
Man, I have fun playing video games, but I have always, hey, fellas, just give me 5. Wait in the lobby. I'll be right back.
Is it hard now, though, with gaming to hit pause?
If you're playing...
Or do you just go, hey... Yeah.
The game that I play most often is Fortnite, and in that one, the game takes about 30 minutes, and then it's done, and then you all go back to a place called the lobby, and then somebody's, getting a drink, someone's grabbing coffee, I go pee, and then 5 minutes later, you restart it. But yeah, mid-game, you can't really pause.
Yeah.
But you can hide in a bush, you can hide in a cabin, have your buddy watch your back.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you want to read more about the spacesuit, details of the prototype are published in the journal Frontiers in Space Technology.
Oh, that's a good one.
We all get that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So they got the urine thing down for water.
Oh, boy.
Up next.
Yeah.
Their number 2 invention.
Hey, anybody want taffy? No, thank you.
Peanut butter and chocolate taffy.
Wow.
That would be a landmark invention.
We call it Pooperuzzi pizza. Okay. Coming up, we have a rather interesting, I'm not sure how to word this, gods having a little bit of a battle. And for real, in the real universe. We'll see what I'm talking about when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation, Jess Hooker under the weather. So we're here talking about what's wrong with women.
Because we have a special special theme song for the show this morning.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, man.
Don't you love that tinkling piano?
Lord.
I don't, but I think it's indicative of a certain era.
I see.
Yeah.
Where it's a all boys show. We haven't had this in ages.
I've never seen the movie where the boys are.
It's pretty good.
1960, where the boys are.
Is it smutty?
No, but
God,
it's got kind of a serious.
George Hamilton, Yvette Mimieux,
Tim Hutton,
Dolores Hart,
like a young, not Timothy Hutton,
Paula Prentice,
his dad, Jim Hutton,
Connie Francis, Jim Hutton.
Yeah, sorry, is
that really his dad? Wow, okay.
Frank Gorshin plays the Riddler.
in that movie.
It's got a real serious twist to it.
Oh, Francis the Talking Mule voice, Chill Wills is in this. Yeah.
All right.
Vito Scotti. Remember Vito Scotti? Where he hits his hand on his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
That's Vito Scotti.
It's a spring break thing.
Beautiful Midwestern college girls Angie, Melanie, Tuggle, and Merritt take off to Florida for spring break. On their search for romance and adventure, Merritt falls for the charismatic Ryder Smith, that's George Hamilton, while Tuggle becomes briefly involved with the somewhat dim TV Thompson is his name, Jim Hutton.
Huh.
Though the young women have plenty of good times, they find that the trip isn't all fun and games.
Okay.
There's a very dark twist.
Oh, yikes.
Really? Yeah.
No, I believe you. I'll check it out.
Unexpectedly dark twist.
Yeah. Kind of like in...
I say an objectionable dark twist.
Wow.
They should have just...
left it fun and empty?
Fun and empty, yes. Instead of making a
Well, look at Saturday Night Fever.
That gets very dark.
Yeah. There's a In any event, that was the music, and I thought it'd be the theme song for today's show.
Huh.
Since there are no ladies here right now.
65 years.
I watched a Jim Mitchum movie over the weekend.
Jim Mitchum?
Yes, his oldest son, Robert Mitchum's oldest son, sort of made these like spaghetti actioners.
No kidding.
And I watched one called...
Well, look, he's got that deodorant money to fall back on.
Mitchum. Sometimes you can skip a day. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. You know that's where they got the name. They had to think that.
It's not a bad... Yeah,
that sounds like... if would you name a, deodorant like you could get away with something like Bogart,
right,
or Brando?
Yes, those are good deodorant names.
Yeah.
Mitchum.
How did they get around Robert Mitchum's estate? If that's indeed the case.
Well, there's someone named Mitchum. He didn't have a deodorant. It's someone's name.
Mitchum. I love Robert Mitchum.
Have you ever heard the famous Robert Mitchum Great Dane story?
Maybe. Oh my God. Did he have sex with him?
No.
He didn't give it to
It's very funny. It's very funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Robert Mitchum was like the first celebrity to get in trouble with weed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was a major thing.
Is he like a James Dean type? Is it that kind
Older.
of era? Okay,
Yeah.
older than that.
But he was around the same time. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So one of those just early
A gruff,
superstars.
tough.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was like a criminal. Like he was a
and
bad
apparently
boy.
never watched any of the movies he was in.
Oh.
He was what was the last big? He did that War and Remembrance, I think, or whatever.
Winds
it was.
of War
Winds
and
of
then
War.
War of Herman Wouk. W-O-U-K.
Could you? What other actors could you name a deodorant after?
Statham.
Yeah, there you go. That almost works.
Are you wearing Statham? Neeson.
Stay dry. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, Vern? You think that would work?
No, I'm doing Jason Statham.
I thought you were doing Vern. Hey,
That's
Vern,
what
stay dry. No,
Kevin
no.
Pollak.
Are you?
That's the phrase you need. Do you know what I mean?
Earnest.
The deodorant.
Sincere.
Can't really go Pitt. It's a little on the nose.
Yeah, it is a little on the nose.
Authorities in Mexico are canceling a statue of the Greek god Poseidon.
Authorities in Mexico.
Following a dispute with a local deity. The 10-foot-tall statue of an angry, trident-wielding Poseidon was placed in the ocean several feet from the shore in Progreso, so as to appear as though the god is rising from the water.
Which sounds cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Though it has drawn scores of tourists, it was symbolically closed after a group of activist lawyers filed a legal complaint saying the statue offended the beliefs of local indigenous groups who prefer their own local god of water, known as Chak.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Hi, I'm an activist lawyer. I will never speak to you.
Well, no, if you want to look at the big picture here, it's kind of a colonialism thing. They've got their local god. For the sake of my argument here, we'll call it the mom and pop god.
Yeah, I don't think the Greeks were really colonizing Mexico, were they?
Yeah, but they're bringing in somebody else's deity, you see.
Yeah, but there should be a test.
What kind of a test? So your God is better than their God?
It doesn't matter if we offend these indigenous people. That's. Do you guys have a form of currency? Yeah, we trade acorns. We'll do whatever we want.
Well, that's your Western mentality.
Yeah, they're providing nothing.
How about we've also got some ideas as far as currency goes about salt. Would you like to trade that?
Now, Josh,
wow, the ugly American.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Critics say the recent storms in and around the Gulf are proof that Chak is angry with Poseidon's presence.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. They get your God out of here. Our God, he's pissed off.
So I say we do have to give them a shot and remove Poseidon if the weather gets better. Gosh.
I'm doing T-shirts.
You are?
Worship local.
Oh, that is pretty good.
I got my God at the farmer's market. Organic, grass-fed. How about you?
I think I'm going to sell more T-shirts.
Oh, you got yours from Italy? Really? Do you speak Italian? That's interesting.
My T-shirt will sell better.
What is yours going to say?
Chalk Tua. And I'm just trying to capture the...
That joke is
brilliant.
For this moment,
right.
That will never work anywhere else.
Ever.
I didn't laugh because it's so perfect.
It might not work 10 minutes from now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That defines of the moment.
That joke was so good, it almost prohibits me from mentioning you're talking T-shirts. I have Chick McGee T-shirts. Anybody?
Yeah, but they're not available anywhere.
Well, I'll figure it out.
How about this?
I wish Godwin was here so we could do a brown sugar Chalk Tua cover. I mean, that really works.
Chalk Tua.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be killer.
How come you hawk so good?
That's good, though. We could remember, but see, the setup would be so just dreadful trying to come back with it. At the exact, we've just been talking about Hawk Tua. We have this new god, local god called Hawk.
Right. It only worked in that.
But yeah, you got to leave people alone. That's why I was kind of upset
You
when
got to leave people alone.
Yeah, remember the thing about the we had about a month ago about there's some indigenous peoples somewhere in the Amazon, and they were, giving them cell phones and
iPads and stuff. Yes,
let people be themselves.
And they immediately became addicted to social media
and pornography.
Yeah, like geez. Now, what's the antidote to that? Because if you take that stuff away,
just leave
You'll have a riot on your hands.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, sometimes when you worship local, it can be a little rough when they're, throwing virgins off cliffs and stuff. Sure.
Well, I mean, you got to appease.
Some of the more traditional religions damage people in a much more long-term way.
Honestly, it's way cooler to have chalk, isn't it, than Poseidon?
Oh yeah, 100%. Poseidon could be. He's over there in Greektown.
Have their own thing. Yeah.
So let them do their own. Let them do their own mom and pop god.
There he is.
Oh, that's terrifying.
No. It's here's the problem. It's super badass. I mean, it's so cool.
But if you were on vacation, had a couple beers, and then a storm rolled in, you would think Poseidon was here to take over this.
I would travel. Where is it? Is this in Greece?
No, it's in Mexico. Why is it there?
I would travel to go see that.
Why there?
They should put that at Daytona Beach.
That is badass.
That is super cool. It's the Poseidon. It's like a superhero Poseidon. Tiny waist, huge muscles.
You could put the surf report up there on his trident. Right?
Yeah, shark report.
Yeah.
That is super cool. Wow. Yeah. That's great. Well, I hadn't seen the picture. Thanks for finding that. When we come back, we have the big air conditioner scam going on out there. Also, we have golden retrievers in a cool way in the news. And aliens are making some news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pup, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Willie Griswold at the Silac News Desk.
Good morning.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm not too bad.
Good.
Ace.
Chick.
What's happening?
Just enjoying the show, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
You're not just sitting anywhere. You're at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
That's exactly right. And remember, dump your roll of TP because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Think about it. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down. That's Dude Wipes.
I love that, pants down. Well, here we go. I got a special intro for this segment. Here we go.
Please stop. How about getting closer?
Hey, boys, look what I got here.
Oh. There we go. How about that?
Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah.
It's Boys Club for the first time since I can remember. Ms. Hooker had to go home. She's not feeling well. Christy's on a boat somewhere in the Mediterranean. And there's nobody else in the building of the female gender that I know of.
Isn't that like, I'm just going to put this out there. This is the honeymoon for Christy and her new husband.
That's correct.
Lenny or Billy. Or
I thought it was Tyler.
Anyway.
Chester?
Could be Chet. Isn't this like putting your relationship in the microwave? Going on a cruise like this? Don't you think something might,
like overboard?
Mountains out of molehills, and someone might meet with an
unfortunate
accident?
Take a couple days when they get back to...
Yeah.
Does he still have a house of his own?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh.
Did he finally successfully sell it? Or do you know?
He had a condo under lease.
Okay.
All right.
And you want to give the address out, that'd be fine.
You'd think they need a break. Anybody would.
That's a long time in close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody. Well, my dog, I guess.
What?
Maybe they're doing one of those things on the cruise, though. It's like, honey, why don't you go play the slots while I sun myself on the poop deck.
You said poop deck?
Poop deck, slots, a lot of funny words in that sentence.
I need some privacy so I can play with myself.
I bet there are relationships out there of, honey, I'm gonna go masturbate real quick, and they're that comfortable with each other that they can say that
at the salad bar.
Well, not on a.
Well, you got to stand next to the ranch dressing.
That's comfortable, isn't it?
You've never said that to a girl?
I'm gonna go have no.
Yeah, I've for sure done that.
I think.
And how was it met?
Hey, I got to do this before bed. You're not into it right now? Cool. I'm going to go to the guest room, take care of business.
Was she like, fine?
Yeah, she was like, see you later. Have fun in there.
All right.
Oh, it's a good time hanging out.
No, I'm glad. That's a healthy thing.
If I might ask, how did that relationship? Is it?
Oh, it crashed and burned.
Yes, but not for that reason.
No, not for that reason.
Rule 1. You just broke the rule.
I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize, Willie.
Good for you for having the honesty and the communication to do that. That's
it's good.
And what is it about that process when men can continue to do it after they're married? Women take exception.
Women don't understand that it's different. It is different.
It's very different.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Kleenex required. All kinds of different things.
Less chatter.
What do you mean? Why do you need Kleenex? You got a belly, don't you?
Okay, I'm so sorry. Where were we? Was there anything over at the news desk worth?
Yeah, man. Hey, a Canadian woman has been flashing her breasts at tourist spots in New York City.
Oh, Canada.
And she states that these actions are a call for gender equality.
Oh.
Miss Isla Adams, a broadcaster for Naked News from Toronto,
okay,
bared her breasts atop the Brooklyn Bridge in the heart of Times Square and even on the subway surrounded by other people. The 36-year-old told the New York Post, if men can walk around shirtless without fear of reprisal, reprisal, what is that?
Let's go with reprisal.
Reprisal? Thank you.
We're gonna make it.
That was just a guess. I've been saying that word in private all the time. I've never done that publicly before. Without fear of reprisal, so too should women. Miss Adams added, by flashing folks, as I go about my day, I'm just having a bit of cheeky fun and challenging the status quo.
Cheeky monkey.
This is one of those things where she takes off her top. I'm like, yeah! And then she goes, I'm doing this for equality. And I'm like, oh.
I saw the picture, and I would say the left one was bigger than the right one, so equality is not the issue. Hey, look, I'm in Little Tiddly.
I'm trying.
Is that a place?
Good old Little Tiddly.
You can say that, right?
You can't find Isla Adams online because there's this long-standing contention that Isla Fisher and Amy Adams look alike.
Oh, so it's impossible to Google.
It's impossible
that's all you're getting?
To Google Isla Adams because, that's what you get. Pictures of those two ladies.
Can I tell you something? It is spelled E-I-L-A. That was another situation. Didn't know how to pronounce it. I took a chance on that one.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. So you think it might be Ela?
Who knows?
Well, here she is. Hey now. No, she's...
is she Jugsy?
Got some Big Apples?
Does it say...
no.
Can you see where she is in New York City?
Well, she evidently is just working out at the gym here in this picture.
Because she's at the Flatiron Building.
She's pretty.
Very much so,
yeah. Well, that is a sports bra, so they're mashed down.
Well, but that's factory air, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
she's attractive.
Mm-hmm. This says she did it in the Brooklyn Bridge, Times Square, and on the subway. And when she was on the subway, the guy who was already masturbating said, hey, come on, have a little civility. All right?
Please, ma'am.
Hey, this is my corner, all right?
I think it's a little tasteless at the 9/11 memorial.
I don't think she did it there.
I'd be surprised if she's anything bigger than a B.
Maybe she's trying to cheer people up.
A B cup. There's no way she's more than a B cup.
I think that bra isn't doing... we can't judge. She's wearing a very tight sports
Well, she's
bra.
Canadian, eh?
There are more...
So it's an A cup.
They're all A cups. I'm a double D, eh? What are you, double D or A? What the hell?
There are more pictures.
That's just a tough sell for America, isn't it? And anywhere really is, hey, men can walk around shirtless, why can't we? I don't think she's... It's a fine stance, but that's a tough sell.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
That in the subway, you're going to get...
Anything you can do.
Yeah, that's another thing. Be careful.
Yeah, you're...
Hey, I'm going to knock her over the head.
Yeah, there are
back to my apartment.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are people that think
lunatics.
that's an invitation.
Yeah.
And it's
And I
bad
remember
enough.
being a kid on the beach and people going, hey, you know what? Don't sexualize these people. They're just out there just trying to tan. It's not a sexual thing. But when you're a little kid, it's just like, those things are crazy and I want to stare at them. What are you talking about? I don't get to see those all the time.
Why isn't there something called justifiable abduction? you would think. Hey,
yes,
look.
Your Honor, I took her, but but look at this picture. You're telling me you wouldn't have taken her?
She was taunting me. What am I supposed to do, Your Honor?
Yeah, no, that's a terrible defense.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I found the pictures of the lady flasher in New York. And the key to all these is there's nobody around in most of these photographs.
Huh.
So, she's in the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, wouldn't she draw a crowd, though, at some point?
Yeah, I know. Now, here she is on the subway, but again, she's in front of all the people.
Okay, so she's doing this more for influencing, more for the pictures.
Yeah, I think maybe for the photography. And by the way, as Josh, you would say here, they're on the loose here, looking significantly.
Running.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, more luscious, if you will. We'll come right back. What do you got over there, Willie?
We got a counterfeit AC. We got drugs and dogs. We got a baby moose.
Oh, sweet.
A mooselet?
Well, we love mooses. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
You lunching over there?
I missed the button and I stubbed my finger. Have you ever stubbed your finger?
Sure.
It really hurts.
That does hurt.
I got an answer to a question.
All right, what was the question?
Why is KY jelly available in such gigantic amounts?
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure there are many reasons why it's available in
I couldn't think of one.
gigantic amounts.
Can you?
Veterinarians.
Machinery lubing?
Slutty women.
KY jelly wrestling?
This comes to us from Kevin in Nebraska.
Kevo.
I used to buy 5-gallon buckets of KY jelly. We used it to artificially inseminate cows and pigs.
Okay.
There's cow semen in KY jelly?
No. They mean lubing to get their...
Oh, they're not cow babies?
No.
So you pretty much dunk your hand in there?
You want me to keep reading this? It gets a little bit rough.
Yeah, we need to learn.
Well, they're Muppet babies than cow babies? Okay.
You put a long plastic glove in your arm, lather up with the KY. Insert your arm inside the cow or the pig. And then he goes into some graphic detail. He goes, one time I had a sow defecate in my ear while I was shoulder deep.
Oh, jeez.
And you think you got a tough gig today? Whatever it is you're doing, you're not doing what Kevin had to do.
You ever have pig crap in your ear?
That's awful.
Good Lord.
Okay, how about this one? This comes to us from a deputy sheriff, JJ.
Barney?
JJ. He says, you were asking about breaking and entering. Breaking and entering involves defeating a barrier or device designed or implemented to prevent entry into a structure.
Okay.
So breaking a lock and breaking a window or whatever. When someone enters a dwelling or structure without having to defeat a barrier, without permission of the structure's owner, that is called residential entry. Doing either one of these with intent to commit a felony inside that structure is called a burglary.
But isn't a felony has something to do with the dollar amount of items stolen?
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah.
But just to clarify, you were talking about that earlier.
Are you allowed just to walk into somebody's house if the door is open and say hello?
Yep.
Yeah, you're allowed to get shot. Also.
Yeah, are you also allowed to be beaten with a ladle if that happens?
Howdy, neighbor.
Let's head back.
You can walk in. You might get a sandal thrown at you, but you can walk on in.
The chicks over at the Dude Wipes sports desk. Willie G is sitting in for Ms. Hooker, who was sitting in for Christy Lee, but Jess has gotten a little bit sick, so she's gone home. So Willie is at the SILAC news desk. What's happening?
Authorities in the U.S. are deploying an unlikely weapon in the fight against illegal drugs, golden retrievers.
Really?
A pooch named Goose who works alongside officers at the San Ysidro border in San Diego, California, is one of 536 U.S. Customs Protection's canines.
Oh.
Donna Silford, director of CBP's Canine Academy in Front Royal, Virginia.
CDPs?
Donna reported that contraband sniffing dogs tend to be German Shepherds, Labradors, Dutch Shepherds, and German short-haired pointers.
Over there.
Dutch Shepherds.
It's a pointer. Over there. The drugs are over there.
Look at that.
I'm pointing to them right now.
Dutch Shepherds wear wooden shoes.
Oh, yeah. They're clogs.
Nothing? Okay.
Little Goose is one of 3 golden retrievers in the program.
Now, Chick and I are both golden retriever guys.
Oh, yes. Big time.
Goose. I wonder if...
what's good for Goose is good for Gander.
The other dog, Maverick.
Oh, yeah. Iceman. Oh, yeah. That's true. That must be where he got the name. Big Top Gun fan?
3 Goldens, yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs undergo a 4 to 6 month process to sniff out marijuana, cocaine, heroin, meth, ecstasy, and fentanyl. They're also trained to detect guns, ammunition, and hidden passengers at America's land border crossings, airports, and seaports.
So they're buzzkills.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
When you're that dog and you just find a secret guy, you just think you're finding a new friend. He's probably so happy trying to lick the face. Hang out with poor guy in there.
Top Gun, 1986, the original call signs. Maverick, Goose, Iceman, Slider, Viper, Jester, Cougar, Merlin, the Wolfman, Hollywood, and Sundown.
You would kind of think golden retrievers would be too friendly for that they would go up and be like, we found cocaine, but it's okay. You're a good I like you. You want to go play?
All right, are we going to see the movie Drug Bud with
that's a great idea.
Air Bud. Wow. But I'm a big golden retriever fan, so it's nice to know there's one out there.
Doggies.
Yeah,
have you seen that online where they take a picture of a dog before and then they take a picture of the dog after they're called a good boy or a good girl, and they're all smiling? It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you were telling me
wonderful.
that they depending on which type of dog it is, they're trained to they don't go nuts when they find the drugs. They just quietly sit.
Subtle.
They used to paw like a backpack or whatever if they smelled something that wasn't on the up and up. Now they just go over to the piece of luggage and sit and will not move until they feel like they've checked out the bag. Yeah.
You think they can smell drugs in the anus?
That's the first place my dogs go. I guess that's what they're looking for.
Anus or the crotch.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. I think dogs have, I've said this before, I think dogs we have no idea how sensitive and powerful their sense of smell is. We can't comprehend. I think they smell you before they see it. That's how they know you're coming home.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
This article says dogs have a sense of smell exponentially more powerful than that of humans, with up to 200 times more olfactory receptors, according to a 2022 study.
That's amazing. 200 times.
200 times what we smell.
Yeah. Man.
They're like Rip Torn in Defending Your Life. He's on another level.
You could be mowing the lawn and they could smell your breath.
Yeah. And you could be mowing the lawn 5 or 6 towns over and they know where you are.
You come home, they know what you had for lunch.
Yeah.
Dad had peanut butter today.
Oh, man, you're so lucky.
Oh, good doggies.
Well, they say that if you ever eat dog, if you're in a different part of the world and you try it, that a dog can smell that you have eaten dog, which is why I never wanted to try it in Korea.
No
One of the
kidding.
reasons I never wanted to try it. Yeah.
That sounds like legitimate.
Wouldn't that be terrible?
Is that common in Korea?
No, it was. You had to really seek it out.
I've always heard that the older citizens are really
they're
hanging
still
on to it. Yeah, but
there's a myth that they eat it in the summer because it helps cool you down. But that can't be.
Well, it helps you pant.
But a lot of the younger generation is going, well, let's not do this anymore.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, plenty of meat.
I'm on board for
plenty of other things out there.
Okay, what else you got, Willie?
Here's a happy animal story. Officials in Alaska rescued a baby moose that had gotten trapped in a lake.
Oh.
Spencer Warren of the tourism company Destination Alaska was preparing a float plane at Beluga Lake when he noticed the moose calf struggling between the floats of the plane and the dock. He then spotted the animal's worried mother standing about 4 feet away. Police were called in.
The mother was holding her purse.
Oh, get my baby.
Oh, dear, look what you got yourself into this time.
Thank you for saving him, but he had a hat.
He had a hat.
Police were called in, pulled the calf out of the water. Though exhausted, the calf soon scampered back to its mother.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I can never take you to the lake. Every time we go to the lake, you do something dumb like this.
You are a bad
There's a picture. I just saw this picture. It's you can see the guys next to the plane, and they're yanking this little moosey out.
That can't be easy. You know, it's just all antlers and hooves trying to get it. Yeah.
I loved that book when I was in high school. We had to read it.
Antlers and hooves?
No, Of Moose and Men. It was,
do you feel
Steinbeck?
Why not Steinbach?
Yeah, why not go the full Monty?
Why stop now?
Make it an actual joke with the potential for comedy.
Dear Bob and Tom, this is from Brian. You've been talking about Christy on vacation and imagining what she might be doing after vacation. We, the listeners, might be able to picture it better if you were doing it in your vacationing Christy voice.
Oh, sure. That's your.
I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm getting a good rest away from those awful boys. They're just awful. Not my little Anton.
Yeah, he's so subtle. Last night he goes, I got an idea. We can do a radio show called Anus and Andy. Get it?
That's offensive on so many levels.
Thank goodness I'm not there to hear that. My God.
No one goes in that way.
No one goes in that way.
If you need me, I'll be at the duty-free shop.
Oh, boy.
And U.S. Customs agents in Virginia intercepted a shipment of counterfeit air conditioners from China. According to the agency, officers in Norfolk examined the shipment of 305 window AC units that included the Energy Star logo, a certification mark from the EPA.
Whoa.
Following an investigation, customs officials verified that the Energy Star logos were counterfeit and seized the AC units, which were valued at $95,000. Sorry.
They should have been known they were counterfeit when the brand was Legionnaires.
Yeah, it was a cold case. Thank you very much.
Very, very cool.
So they were hot air conditioners. Get it?
And I did.
You could have acknowledged it. Perhaps
You could have given us a little something.
Maybe a light chuckle.
I just like Streetwise Tommy calling him hot, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are hot.
Hey, yeah.
From the Science Desk.
Science!
Ants are the surgeons of the insect world.
Really?
Florida carpenter ants have been caught on camera amputating the infected limbs of wounded nestmates. According to a new study, it's the first time any creature has been seen to carry out such an operation on a member of its own species in the animal kingdom.
This is incredible.
Yeah, man. They can do amputations down there.
Yeah, I saw a thing about this on TV.
Wow. They know that the other ant has a limb that's no good, and so they amputate.
And if they leave it in the wounded position, the ant dies.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't eat it, this particular, whatever you want to call it, species of ant or whatever it is, they have to. If they eat the limb off or chew it down, it'll live. If they leave it on there, it'll die.
That's fascinating.
What about the uncles?
Yes. How about the uncles?
Wow, if someone was keeping score, we're like 3 for 12 in the last 5 minutes.
You know what? It turns out we do need a chick in the room.
Yeah, it turns out this is not worth a damn.
Yeah. Now, when you were a kid, Josh, you ever go outside, take a magnifying glass, and help cauterize the wound on one of those ants
aware of that.
After they got their
Cauterize.
I never did do that budding psychopath game of frying ants with a magnifying glass.
Man, I never did that, but I definitely played God with a few daddy long-leg spiders.
Oh.
I know. I'm not proud of it.
Wow.
But you're a kid. You go, that thing's got too many legs. Let's cut it down to 3.
Oh.
I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
It's got too many legs.
Show me something more than 4 legs that looks regular. They're all scary. 2 is that's the limit. 4 it's pushing it, but it's fine. Dogs and horses, they're very cute. You got more than 4 legs, you're not for this world.
Not for this world.
That's what I say.
You got your centipedes and
oh yeah,
Millipedes. Boy, those are weird looking, aren't they?
They are odd.
All arachnids, get out of town. An 88-year-old man in Montana has been sentenced to prison for his involvement in 2 bank robberies. NBC News reports that Stephen Whitecloud pled guilty in February to 1 count of bank robbery following his role as getaway driver in a pair of bank robberies that took place last August. Officials said Whitecloud and his accomplice, his 26-year-old grandson, Patrick Justice, man, I never hung out with my grandpa like this. He and his grandson stole a combined $15,000. The 88-year-old was sentenced to 2 years in prison to be followed by 3 years of supervised release. During the second robbery, officers responded to the scene just as Whitecloud's accomplice, 26-year-old Patrick, was getting into the getaway car driven by Whitecloud. The pair were apprehended following a brief chase. Whitecloud had been previously convicted of bank robbery in 2008 and sentenced to 10 years in state prison. Whitecloud suffers from severe health issues, including stage 5 lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, Hep C, high blood pressure, arthritis, and scoliosis.
But he still...
I'm sorry?
Still drives the getaway car.
He requires the use of supplemental oxygen and has limited mobility.
According to his lawyers. Like when they dress up all the Goodfellas guys in neck braces and oxygen tanks.
Right. The U.S. Attorney's Office, the U.S. Attorney's sentencing memorandum read, and yet, despite all his illness and infirmity, the defendant has demonstrated himself to be, on multiple occasions, a significant danger to the community.
I don't know. Just robbing banks. They're insured.
That's your logic?
I don't know. I guess we could, take a chance. He won't say nothing.
What are they? I mean,
but why?
There has to be. Because you do have people that go to prison and end up dying there, but of old age, not of anything. But I mean, there must be. I wonder, is there a special prison when you're like a hospice prison?
I think so. I think there are. Yes.
Well, there have to be. Something to take care of.
So the currency would be like, I don't know, adult diapers.
Instead of cigarettes?
I used to trade cigarettes, but now.
Okay.
What? I got some hard candy and 4 adult diapers to.
Hey, you need some Ensure?
There you go.
You know a guy?
Yeah. I got some Centrum Silver here.
I got a copy of City Lights.
Here's some stool soft.
Why? Oh, yeah.
It's bootleg, but it's pretty good.
Well, we had the death of the oldest cougar. A bunch of deaths this morning. We also had, sadly, Dr. Ruth.
Shannon Doherty.
Well,
Shannon Doherty, Richard Simmons.
That's like half the Mount Rushmore of horny old gals.
Yeah.
It's a hard time to be a horny old gal.
Yeah. We also have this story from Long Beach, California.
That is a long beach, isn't it? You ever try walking it?
Oh, it takes
long.
They've done an inventory of some of the stuff people have found on Long Beach.
Oh, that's a long
For example, an ankle monitor. Speaking of prisoners. Volunteers were cleaning up. They found heads of broccoli.
That's odd.
I thought you were going to say heads of state.
Half of a bowling ball.
Half a bowling ball?
A lazy boy recliner.
Yeah. I saw it when I lived there. When I lived in San Diego in 95, there was a refrigerator box and a recliner on the beach.
That's got to be for a bum, right?
It would have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to watch a sunset.
If we learn anything from Fletch, it's that bums live on the beach.
Correct.
An exercise bike.
That's where the term beach bum comes from.
They found that. Wow.
An exercise bike on the beach?
On the beach.
That's pretty rad.
It's a nice day. You go to the beach, get on your exercise bike, then you throw a bowling ball at your ankle monitor, hop on the lazy boy, watch the sunset. What a day that is.
I could run
look at that. Tied that bow.
I almost misspoke 4 times.
Now, the ankle monitor.
I think your son's going to start tramping here, Tom.
This was in California. Now, in Jersey, the ankle monitor, there would have been an ankle in it.
Yes.
just speculating.
Aren't those made, the ankle monitors made so you can't cut them off?
They can't be easy.
How do they?
Well, you slice off the foot.
Sure.
Slide right off.
Boy, oh boy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering my question honestly.
And gruesomely.
That was sort of the point. Coming up, we have some fascinating stuff in the world of history. Oh, yeah, I'm not kidding you. You're going to love it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Willie Griswold, Ace Cosby, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee. No ladies today. Christie on a cruise ship, lost in the Mediterranean.
Man.
And
they're looking, though.
Jess Hooker hopefully back tomorrow. She was a little under the weather earlier. We've all kind of been sick passing it around, as you might imagine. If one of us gets sick, I think Godwin started it.
Yeah, but he was up and running at Porky's Comedy Club over the weekend.
Oh, he was. Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
he's at Disney World today.
He's going to do comedy at Disney World?
No, he's going to
exciting.
take his son to Disney World and enjoy the great park. He's at McCurdy's coming up Thursday through Sunday at McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida. So go down and see Pat. He'll be doing a great job.
We actually have Jess on the line. She wanted to call in and say, yeah, Jess, you there? She's still not feeling well, clearly. Go ahead and hang up.
Not clearly.
Hang up on her.
The last half second of that is objectionable. I hate it.
Very wet. Time now to review
what?
Today in history.
Time now to review Today in History. July 15, the Ides of July.
Oh.
What do you think of that, Tom?
That's interesting.
Okay.
All right.
He gets so mad.
Can you adjust the volume of your vomiting?
No, I'm super loud no matter what.
I absolutely can.
Wow.
I can be as loud or as quiet as I need to be.
That's a skill.
yeah.
Well, I think
you're
it
not
is.
driving a better car.
Yowza. Tonight only.
Did you hear what he said?
Surprised you're not driving
a better car. It's a pretty good car. I might have to turn it in, but...
Yeah, okay.
All right.
1606, the birthday of Mr. Van Rijn.
Who?
Who is it?
Van Rijn?
Rijn?
Or Rijn? Maybe the J is silent.
Like Magellan or somebody?
Yeah, it's a Rembrandt.
Oh, yes. I've only seen that written. I've never tried to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Rembrandt's his first name?
Apparently, yeah.
Rembrandt.
Well, you don't hear that anymore. Can you imagine if somebody, here's our kids. There's Trevor, and then there's Davey, then there's Rembrandt. Really?
You know, it's not a bad name.
It's not.
Rembrandt.
You'd be
Call him
Remy?
Remy?
Yeah, because Remy's kind of cool.
Remy'd be cool.
Yeah.
Brandt's kind of a dick name, though.
Brandt?
Brandt.
Hey, Brandt.
Well, Brandt here, he insists I go to the mountain cabin with him and ride ponies.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear Brandt got busted for selling roofies?
Seems a little unfair.
It was only a matter of time.
Remy could have done that.
Isn't Remy the name of the rat in Ratatouille?
It is.
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay. Rembrandt, of course, famous for his dogs playing poker. Is that it?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Soft lighting.
It was his idea. He loved dogs and he loved poker.
Happy birthday, Jesse Ventura. We've talked to Jesse.
The body.
Jesse the Body Ventura. I was governor of Minnesota. I love Jesse Ventura.
Very exacting in pronunciation.
Doesn't he live like off the grid in Mexico half the time?
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. we know, Jesse.
Yes.
But I love him. So entertaining.
Let's see. I think everyone here will know this. I don't know I'm not sure who the least likely to know this is.
Should we buzz in?
Yes.
Or we say our name by buzzing in.
Okay,
Right?
just say your name when you...
Just say your name.
Happy birthday to Terry O'Quinn.
Josh.
Chick. Oh.
He's in Lost as John Locke.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's also the star of The Stepfather and The Stepfather 2.
The Stepfather is a fine movie.
It's not bad.
I don't know about Stepfather 2.
He's one of the best things in Lost.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I took an improv class with his girlfriend, and he came to the final show.
No way.
It took me everything not to just ask him so many nerdy
That's
questions.
amazing. Did you at least say hi?
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I could not bring myself to do it.
I would have lost my mind.
You're the biggest Lost fan I know.
Dude, I just wanted to say so many things. It was insane.
How'd you turn into smoke?
I know. I would have talked to him probably for 5 hours. I want to talk about season 4. I want to talk about the Orange Peel smile. I want to talk to him about the wheelchair scenes that he shot. I love him.
And what about the lottery number?
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. My birthday's April 8th. That show is made for me.
I can't believe you didn't say hi.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, but one of the things I have learned, and there aren't very many, is that just because someone's in a movie or a show that they know much about it or what it's supposed to mean.
Right.
We had Gene Hackman in here, and who was a great guy. And he, I asked him, I had just seen this movie.
Night Moves.
Night Moves, exactly.
He wore a Washington Redskins at the time jacket through the whole thing.
And I really liked the movie, but I was didn't quite understand the end of it, and he said something to the effect of, I have no idea what was happening at the end of that movie. So just because you're in it, because Quinn, Terry O'Quinn's characters, at one point carrying his own casket around.
It's wild, yeah. It's
very confusing.
Go watch a movie called The Conversation from the late 60s with Gene Hackman. It's marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Happy birthday to a great guitarist and a real nice guy, Joe Satriani, a friend of the show, about to go out on tour with Sammy Hagar.
I never understood the lyrics of his songs. Hard to decipher.
And, of course, Satriani is a sarcastic martini you serve to someone. Where, how come this tastes like gasoline? Yeah, funny joke. Happy birthday, Forrest Whitaker.
He's good.
It's great.
Fine actor.
Ghost Dog's a good movie.
Yeah.
Ghost Dog's a great movie.
Great.
The Way of the Samurai?
Yes.
With the RZA?
Adam Savage.
Oh, Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
Oh.
Love that show. Born in 1967.
Is he the beret guy? Or the non-beret guy? I forget.
I don't remember either.
God, I always got them. Jamie was the other guy. Jamie was the beret guy.
Jamie's the beret guy. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Happy birthday, 1976, Gabriel Iglesias.
Fluffy.
Now you talk about that guy is possibly the nicest guy that's ever been in.
He's a wonderful dude.
Fluffy.
When I was 7, he came in. He was the nicest person I ever
What a
met.
lot of fun, too.
He's in a season of Narcos, and I direct messaged him on, at the time, Twitter, and I said, hey, I just saw you. You did a really great job. Immediately returned my direct message.
Yeah, his assistant is good. Yeah.
Pretty sure it was him. I have a way of knowing.
1916, William, I didn't realize this, Boeing.
If it ain't Boeing, I ain't going.
He invented the spring shoes, didn't he?
No, that's William Boeing. William Boeing founded the Aero Products company that would become Boeing in Seattle.
If it ain't Boeing,
Did you
I
hear
ain't
last
going.
week? The lid in his casket blew off.
Careful.
Has that ever happened? That somebody fell through the bottom?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Oh, the bottom!
The bottom! Just whoosh!
You want to get a
like when you're carrying a soggy box?
Whoosh!
It's right through.
And lastly, Twitter launched on this date in 2006.
Yay! It only brought positivity to the world.
Things have been on the up ever since.
Now, do you tweet on X or is it Xing on?
They're posts now on X.
I believe they're called excrements.
Okay. Well, they should have been called that more or less from the beginning. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well, I hope it's not a boys' club tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so.
We may have to get a substitute for the substitute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll have to draft somebody. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode.
Join us. It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired. Okay. What? Here we go. I love the excursions with me and Welling. It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville. We always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.